Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? Should be right. 7 p.m. Ready for the big fights. The big fights. The big fights. So we got Abraham Nova. He's Raymond Ford. I haven't been watching it that closely, but I think Ford is winning. But Nova, I like Nova with his blonde beard, and you know, I was hoping that Nova would win because I like him. But let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens. Let's see how the judges have it, Matthew. It's who you like, isn't it? Yo, what's up, man? How you going, Owen Foster? Yo. Railway and boxing fight. Yeah, Chubby, it's fun. It's fight night. It's big fight night time. Yeah, man. That's right. It's been a tiring day. Right now. But yeah, at least we've got some good fights tonight. What are people's predictions? Have anyone been watching it? Early on, there was some bum fighting another. Well, I don't know anything about the other guys, but one guy got smoked. I didn't watch it. The Nova fight, you'd always imagine this was going the distance. I was going to put in an accumulator with this going the distance, but based and unequal. Based is Whyte a cherry pick that Itauma gets no credit if you win. No, he'll get credit because of the hype machine. The hype machine will give him credit, Fish eyes and the hype machine will give him credit. And I don't think it's bad for an alleged 20-year-old stepping up to a former world title contender who's in great shape. No, I think it's okay. Railway, the first fight was poor. Yeah, I didn't watch it, bro. I didn't watch it, man. And the lies start now. That's what we're talking about. So it looks like, is that the final round? Yeah, the final round. So they'll be going to I've got it on mute, right? So I can't hear Adam Smith, thankfully. But I might put it on. I might give myself a little bit of volume because I don't want to miss the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. Itauma gets no credit if he wins this. Is a shot Whyte. Ask yourself if this was a prime Whyte and they would have taken. It doesn't matter. Boxing's all about timing anyway. I mean, look. If it's to believe that Itauma is actually 20. Then is everyone seeing this okay? Because even the comments are taking time to come up, right? And I've got a decent, I'm on a decent, what's it called? I'm meant to be on a decent broadband. Is the picture okay? Can you hear me? Because the comments seem to take time to come up. Look, David Petra, that one's right. Whyte will do what he's told and go down. That's a possibility, but then he's got in great shape. And the thing is about Whyte is that he's quite proud, and he's always fought up against the system. Well, to a degree, anyway. I think he's too proud. But the breeding bull is here, and he goes. You see, look, what a Chinese Bosch. Bosch is so whack. What? People used to use the word Bosch for years, and it was always considered naff. Oh, yeah, Bosch. People would say it, but he almost uses it wrong, doesn't he, Fisher? And it's just cringe. It's like, how can you make a word that's so widely used, your own? Anyway, Fisher is cringe. Not John Fisher the boxer, big John Fisher. I can understand him making money, but I can't understand him having such little respect for his own health. The lies start now. Oh, the next Mike Tyson, I'm sick of the hype behind it. Yeah, we even had it earlier, right? I'm thinking, I said before, right? Even though now he's too old, right? Have they done the decision yet? I'm not even watching. I assume Ford won it. Yeah, even at the beginning, in the introduction to this fight, right? They lined up the 5 youngest world champions ever. One of them was Joe Louis. I didn't know he won it so young after getting KO'd by Max Schmeling. But yeah, they're still going on about the Mike Tyson story. He'd hoped to become the youngest fighter to win the world heavyweight champion since Mike Tyson, but he can still become one of the youngest, can't he, Barry? I can hear, but every time I send a question, the stream freezes. Yeah, I'm worried about this. I don't know what to do. There's not really much I can do. Just keep updating me. If it's so whacked, then I'll restart it. But I don't want to restart it. I'm just... It's just another way they attack him. You reckon if Whyte's hook connects, he can fool Enrico? Yeah, sure he can. He's a puncher. Got a new slogan. Get a new slogan, John Fisher. Exactly. We're so bored of your bosh. It doesn't make it's not. You don't even use it right, and it's not even funny. Bosh. What a bum. The breeding bull. Thoughts on Tunde and Yard? Tunde's made a lot of money out of Yard. And, you know, Yard's made some decent money. I mean, he's lost the big fights, but he fought at a top level. You know, Beterbiev, he was brave. Kovalev, who he actually hurt, he got ironed out by both of them. But they got good paydays. I don't know how he lost to Sonny Edwards' mate. You know? What's his face? You know, his mate, Lyndon Arthur. I'm not sure how he lost to Lyndon Arthur, but he did. You know, Tunde used to hang around every amateur show, going up to everyone and talking to their ear. Any vague prospect and talking them to their ear, especially the black ones. And whatever, man. He did fight as a pro. I think he's unbeaten, but only 5 wins and 0 losses, and I think he has 0 KOs. But I don't like him. He's like a successful version of Spencer Fearon, if you know. Spencer Fearon's tried everything, failed at them all. At least Tunde had a bit of money out of Yard. Who else has he got, Tunde, by the way? British boxing is very snobby. In what way, bro? I mean, I don't disagree with you. Hrgovic and Adeleye. Okay. If that's next, then I'll put the headphones in so I can hear Adam Smith's commentary, the voice of boxing. So, the Geiger Chad is hitting the pads. And I like the look of the Geiger Chad in this fight. He's tossing that right hand over and curling it in like this. Boom! You get a lot of power out of that. Boom! I mean, Adeleye can punch too, but he just annoys me. I'm tired of Big John Fisher. You're not the only one. I mean, how can people still find it funny ordering Chinese going bosh and falling off his chair? ST, what up? Big up, everyone. Big up to you, bro, too. Adeleye is next. That I'm pleased about, actually. Because, I mean, that's the second real fight. Big fight. Right? On his bill. It's an interesting fight. Look at the guy get Chad. Look at Hrgovic, the guy get Chad. Thinking about which woman he's going to rump up next. And which woman he's finished with so he can toss it to the other caveman. Yeah. I have to be careful, man. I get so shadow banned and I've had death threats, haters, blah blah. It's just tragic, man. I did a video on Michael Hunter vs Jarrell Miller, and one of the most important bits is Jack Nixon again. You can't handle the truth. People hate just being, and you get those NPCs. They just want you to be. Oh, why can't you just be nice? Why? Even Clarence Shields said that. After all the boasts and rudeness and arrogance, she's got the cheek to say, why can't you just be nice? It don't cost nothing. It don't cost no dollars. Why can't you be nice, you fat-ass piece of shit? When John Fisher gets his Corey and Otto's woman, bosh! I don't think John Fisher has seen his Corey in years, man. In years. Let alone anyone else. Bosh! But Otto would be happy to watch the action from the cooked chair. Lee Boy, ladies and gentlemen, new challenger appears, a rocking size 16 plates from Eritrea, the Emperor Michael Apollo James Jackson. No, funny, I need 3 months in the wing parky. Not here, in the wing parky. I don't even know what that story is about or what the truth is. Breeding board. Would Hrgovic have Otto? I would destroy Otto. Stop him on a 12-rounder. And then afterwards, Otto would go, hey, guy, you boxed really well. You hit very hard. Would you like to come back to my house and shit on the cock chauffeur? You could join Big John Fisher and watch the action. And Hrgovic would be, you're a woman too ugly. I am not interested. I throw her to you, Otto. You are a bum. British commentators like Glenn McCrory are good, yeah. And then you get Tony Belland. Yeah, not only that, right? Who else was there? Jim Watt I liked. He's quit at edge. Great left hook. Yeah, I really enjoyed Jim Watt's commentary. They just took him off because he wasn't PC. That's why. That's why. That's why. But yeah, I'd like to see Jim Watt. I think he's finished now. Glenn McCrory is also great as well. But again, he didn't toe the line. I think he got deliberately fired. He got set up and fired. But you know, Adam Smith, he sets people up and fires them. He even fired Ricky Hatton, right? Think about that. He had Ricky Hatton as his best man for his wedding, right? Right, I've got some sound now, so I can hear the voice of boxing. I don't want it to be too loud though, because it's irritating. Irritating, isn't it? Yeah. Breeding Bull in the house. Have you bred anyone this week, Breeding Bull? Would Hrgovic have Otto in his gang? Would he be sick in the comment? I don't know. The problem with Otto would be low down the ranks because he can't really fight. He can't punch. He's too nice. What does he bring to the table? Oh, guys, you can cuck me. What does he bring to the table, Otto? I mean, still, Otto has a level of courage. Even though he quit against KJ, he's a level of courage. He can bring something, but he's nowhere near the top. I mean, if they were in the caveman days, I don't even think Hrgovic would talk to him. He goes, "Who is this guy?" He goes, "That's Otto Wallin. He's been in the tribe for 30 years. I never seen this guy. What do you do?" You know? Enrico Turtle's gone. Furky, what up, Furky? Great to see you, my brother. John Fisher's squeezing out 2 yards of chit every morning. Imagine, the horrors. The horrors. Imagine being next, he probably goes, he probably, woof, comes out the toilet, pulls out his, pulls his belt tight and he goes, "I'd give it an hour if I was you." Bosh! What a mug. Otto might actually try against Hrgovic as he did against Fury, against white supremacy. Age gay as a Ford. What up, man? Nick Ball, Itauma, Hrgovic, Tsutsumi, 20-pound treble. What's a Tsutsumi? A treble? Oh, sorry, that's the name of the. That's the name of the name of the Japanese boxers. I don't follow the midget weights, let alone Japanese guys, and they all look like rug munchers. You notice that. Pays over £33. That's my bet for tonight. I had my main bet is Hrgovic by KO. I looked at a few hackers, and actually my first one would have come through, which was forward on points. But hey, whatever, man. Baghdadi Paddy, what you saying, my brother? Agility and ability, the Triple B. Thank you. Thoughts on Don Charles? He seems a complete fool. The problem with Don Charles is he makes me very angry. He makes me very angry because he pretends he is a master tactician, but there's a guy called Tony Lapidus, right? Check him out on Insta. I imagine he's got a YouTube channel. He does all these impressions of boxers, and he does a really good Don Charles. He goes, "Yes, actually, I'm very angry. I'm very angry." Don Charles got slapped up. He claims to have had 12 or 10 fights as an amateur. I can only find a stoppage in the round by Harry Senior. He may have done. David Gay fractured his jaw and knocked his hat off. I mean, he claims, "I bring people up from, I've made people. I'm not like Ben Davison. I've made people. I've brought them up from nothing." Daniel Dibum had been training for like 10 years when you got him. Tony, "You'll never hear from me again. I've retired." Peled, yeah. Cougs. I want to be known as Anthony Bellew. I just want to, be with me family or whatever. What a bum. Wayne 88. Turkey, Otto, and Moses should have a kid together for a diversity shake. Yeah, that would be a great. Imagine that, man. The horror. Why did he fire Ricky Hatton? Well, you could say it's a business decision, but imagine that you've hired this guy for kudos. Also, he hasn't got friends. He's got no friends, Adam Smith. You hire him for kudos to be best man at a wedding and make his jokes. You go, when I see Adam Smith, if I found Adam Smith in bed with my wife, I probably took him in. Eight. His only joke. But I think he'll probably say it as a business decision. But imagine that, having someone as your best man and then firing him 2 weeks later. Have you ever seen Blue Collar TV's sports video of Tony Bellin? No, is it funny, man? I like Blue Collar Sports. Big up Blue Collar Sports. Itauma, Otto would watch. Yes, front cut chair. Big up, being a fan's foot knows. Yeah, great to see you. I hate watching Adeleye. I just don't like him. He's a dislikable character. What? I can't. I think my thing's dropped out now. I've got 3 streams, right? 3 streams, just in case. Okay. Sorry, man. I was talking too much. I've got 3 streams to back up just in case, but that one's just dropped out, which is a bit odd. Maybe it was free on the prelims. I don't know. Let me just get back on this thing and see if we can get back, because I've got to see Hrgovic vs Adeleye. Okay, we're having trouble here. Could not play the video. Oh shit. Okay, I've got to go to Plan C. Plan C. I mean, days on are quite aggressive, so they might be taken away. Okay, well, I've got it on my mobile, right? And Thomas Triber is introducing the fighters. Yeah, my other streams seem to have dropped out. The big ones, they seem to have dropped out, which is, of course, very annoying. This is why you should buy, even, you know, if I'm doing a live, then I usually will buy it so that I don't have these problems, you know. Let's see. And sometimes I'll get it back up. There we go. I got it back. There we go. These are the problems we have to face, though. Okay, Adelaide's coming in. He looks quite confident, but, you know, he always does, doesn't he? I'm looking forward to this fight. This is definitely by far the second baby. Desperado, this channel's a gem. Thank you, brother. I get haters, though, you know, because they can't handle the truth. Even should be y'all. Tweet my username, Fergus. Oh, yeah, Fergus. Good to see you, my brother. How did Big John find a wife? Because he was a bit of a chad when he was young. Cliches. Addison, opportunity knocks for David Adeleye. Oh, I've got to turn it down. He's irritating me too much. The aggressive powerhouse. Adjective Adam Smith. All he does is vomit adjectives. Tough, tenacious, tearaway. Irish hero, Katie Taylor. John Fisher unclogging the toilet and breaking his seat. Bosh. But, okay, for this fight, right, so I can ask my mods, watch the chat to make sure that people are not out of order. If people are out of line, ban them, right? All the mods that are on, okay? Albino Terry once said Don Charles is the best trainer in the country. Well, he's very angry. I'm very angry, you see. Yeah, but he also said that, that's the thing, like Terry, who's a bright guy, he's got great grammar and vocabulary, but he's never boxed, has he? Huh? He's never boxed, right? He claims to be an expert, but he said, what is it? Daniel Aziz would beat Beterbiev. You can't take any man seriously. Here comes Geiger Chad. Yeah, there was diversion. I never watched it, so I don't know, but I'm sure plenty of people watched it after Strictly Come Dancing. Have you seen the video of Tommy Robinson calling Tony Belly a COCK sucker for the Saudis and a sad grifter? No, but he's right. So, you know, I haven't seen it, but I will see it. What's it on, bro? What channels? It's a curious case of Philip Hrgovic, according to Adam, the alleged boxing expert who's never boxed, and he throws uppercuts like that. How can he go to so many major fights and be so close and not know how to throw a single punch? He has nothing to offer boxing except adjectives. Someone needs to hack Dazon's PA system and so Edo Powell's reverbs on blood. That would be hilarious. AJ, funny thing is Tommy literally spends his fans' money on holidays and takes... Yeah, he does. He's a grifter, unfortunately. But he was originally. Belly has always been an establishment shill. Yeah, he's done that. He's worn a Illuminati t-shirt as well. Oh, So I was just using my names. Hrgovic has flattered to deceive at times. I always say that. Obviously, Adam Smith watches the channel. All these guys copy my stuff. That bum, Beavis and Butthead, Darren Barker, goes, yeah, he's shown speed, accuracy, and power here, isn't he, Adam? He's flattered to deceive, hasn't he, Darren? But those are all my phrases. Well, there is one, speed, accuracy, and power. It was obviously Nazim's phrase. But, you know, I've made it my own on this channel, you know, in the sense that, you know, and I give Naz respect. Naz was the funny interview. He's not the sharpest tool in the box, but he's funny. Ah, Thomas Triber, the baby snatcher. David, the nonce Adeleye. Please, Philip Geiger, Chad Hrgovic. Now, I'm going to concentrate on the boxing now. So any of the guys that are moderators, if you see any wrong in behaviour, ban them. Don't even put them on timeout. Get rid of them. By in the wrong in behaviour, I'm talking stepping out of line, any kind of doxing talk, anything like that. Get rid of them, man. I'm not in the mood for any stupidity. Okay. I've already done one, Foot Nose. I've already slated him with a picture of Butthead. So that's already been done. He might need a new one. You know, I've slated all these guys, but they need a new one. They need to be rewound. Darren Barker is like the white cockle. Gross, but yeah. He just agrees with everything. Yeah. I mean, Ellie Scotney's got a left hook like Joe Frazier. What a mug. Do you think the big guys in boxing watch you? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. They won't admit it. Coogan even say he likes the channel. So, I mean, he's not a big guy in boxing, but he's got a big channel, you know. I'll check it out. Yeah, have a look, man. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it's still up there. It was Darren Barker something. Butthead Barker. Okay. Right, we'll wait until Thomas the Triber is finished. I got a bit of a big belly today. I had a couple of beers. I didn't go to no Witherspoons. And I made a really nice stew like Huey Fury's wife. Really gorgeous. But I haven't really eaten much of it. I didn't go to the gym today. Been stressed. Oh, there's Adeleye. Boyfriends, it looks like. Right. Let's see if Geiger Chat can do it, right? So please, mods, check. Make sure the chat is good. I trust you. You're my boys. And remember, you can super shekel if you like it. You can buy me a coffee. You can Bitcoin or Litecoin, and look in the description. It's all there. Jarek and Fury's seen my videos, definitely. Joe Parker blocked me when I used to have Twitter, didn't he? So, but yeah, definitely. There's too much Fury stuff there. He's definitely seen some. Thomas Habanagila Triber, yeah. It's actually quite a good song, but not as good as my best one is If I Was a Rich Man. Where's my hat? Oh yeah, if I was a rich man. Oh, there it is. La, la. If I was a rich man, I would buy lots of gold and laugh at all the dirty G's and la 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 la. Right, it's time to look at the facts. This should be exciting, according to Adam Smith. Oh, I feel dirty. Right, round one. He's a bit taller, Hrgovic. Adeleye will always be aggressive, right? So he can punch. At what level? That's the question. There's a difference between punching Geiger Chad and punching Jamie TKV when he's not defending himself. But Hrgovic is very experienced as well at a higher level. Oh, Hrgovic, I don't know, his speed is looking better than usual. It's a bit too early for prediction, but I'm going for a Geiger Chad stoppage. I did anyway, probably later on, but his reflexes are looking better. He's looking much better with a slightly lower weight. Giga Chad. Yeah. And his reflexes look a bit better, and he's lighter on his feet. I'm liking the look of Giga Chad. Left hook landed there by Giga. He's he's got Adeleye in the corner. Black, nothing big landed there, but you know, it's looking. Hrgovic's looking much better than he usually has. Decent body shot by Adeleye. But Hrgovic is throwing a lot. You know, often he's been talked about his work rate's not that good. Body shots. And he's got a great chin, Hrgovic. So to crack the Giga Chad's chin, you've really got to whack him with a good shot. Yeah, I haven't changed. I mean, nothing. Oh, nice body shots by the Giga Chad. The worry is that he might get cut, because he has been cut. Now, obviously, Dubum's head had a lot to do with it. But his movement on the feet, Giga Chad, right? And his speed of shot and his work rate is so much better than I've seen recently. And the body, yeah. I mean, Adeley's kind of stopped throwing. Look, he's pushing the jab out a bit. I think he realizes I'm fighting the Giga Chad. It's not. No, he does land a couple of shots, Adeleye. I'll give him that. But Hrgovic is tossing that right hand over. Eventually, it's going to land on the chin. And we'll see. Clubbing shots, as Adam Smith just said. Coming to the end of round one, the clacker sounds. He's definitely aiming for Adeley's body. Definitely Hrgovic round. Definitely Hrgovic round. Oh, RRH25. See, why is it pausing me? Love the non-boxing content this week, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much for the 199. That's very kind. That's very kind, brother. I hope you've had a good week. Yo, Chip B, Bad Boy Randall. I found Days on the pay-per-view WWE channel, Dodgy Fire Stick. I was still listening to Chip B, God bless. Yeah, watch it. But no, by all means, I urge everyone to watch the fight, but just listen to my commentary rather than Adam Smith's commentary. I couldn't find it on my stick, actually, so I got some... I got 3 streams, so if things go wrong, Big D's struggling. I think he is already struggling. Tommy Robinson online. It's a short video. Okay, I'll have a look at that, bro. Breeding Bull, Hrgovic looking good. Totally agree. Look at him. He's in good shape. Look at him. He knows. Adeley's puffing a bit already. I mean, not severely, but he sort of realizes he's in with the big dog. I think he's probably going to try for the big punch, which I don't think he's able to pull out against an in-form Hrgovic. That was decent left hook. It sort of half caught him. I mean, Adeley's throwing now. Adeley's going. Right hand lands. Hrgovic doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Hrgovic lands a left hook. The problem is cuts. If Adeley's going to win, I think it's going to be on cuts. Hrgovic is it me or does his eye already look red? Adeley's looking better this round. He's winning this round so far, but it's early. He's a bit more flat-footed now, Hrgovic. But he likes to trap Adeleye in the corner. Oh! He's not that. The problem with Hrgovic. Oh, he's cut. I told you. This is the only. Oh, no. Come on, man. Oh, it's a bad cut as well. Oh, come on, man. And this is going to be. It's not a headbutt. So, oh, damn it. This is what I was worried about. My money's. I put 20 quid on Hrgovic by KO, but the Giga Chad is cut now. This is the problem. If you look at his face, it's full of scar tissue as well. So now, good shot from Hrgovic. That was what I was worried about. That's annoying, man. Fergus says, yeah, Hrgovic is using the Joe Joyce defense. Yeah, blocking punches with his face. Yeah, I mean, he's a lot better. His skill's a lot better than Joyce, but yeah. I just hope they keep that cut under control. It's quite a bad one. It is a bad one. He's hurt. He's hurting Adeleye. Adeley's sticking his tongue out again. Nice fight. That's what I'd say. If Hrgovic without the cut, I'd say he's going to knock out Adeleye in 5 rounds. But with that cut, let's hope there's no cheat. You know, the doctor is reasonable, because Hrgovic's been cut a lot. His face is so much scar tissue. Yeah, with all that blood in his arm, it's pouring in his eye. But he's got that overhand right. But he clubs with the overhand. It rarely hits you clean. Hrgovic has got such a good chin. He just takes these clean shots. The problem is his cuts. End of round 2. I give that one to Adeleye. 1 each. Why is no one selling Yakub merch? I'd buy a t-shirt for sure. I should make some. Yeah, I should do some more merch. I haven't made much money out of it. I made about £150 out of my merch. It's more for fun, you know. The lies start now, but yeah. I might do some more red pill stuff as well, you know. Only Zag have dropped the Geiger Chad. Yeah, and it wasn't the best. It was a bit of a stumble rather than a clean knockdown. What's everyone thinking, man? I mean, to me, this is an Hrgovic win on KO unless the cut becomes too serious. I mean, that's a nasty cut. And it'll get in his eye so he can't see the punches coming. That's the problem. It's not just it's a nasty, nasty cut. He surely can't last more than a couple of rounds. Look, he's already taken him to the corner. Come on, man. Oh, no. He looks like he's Thomas Triber's brother. He's only got a couple of rounds in him, I'd say. I mean, that's a nasty, nasty cut. Oh, this is a shame. Cuts are annoying in boxing. Oh, man. I just don't like to lose money either. And also, it ruins the fight, you know, because winning on cuts, unless you're utterly dominating, it's just not, you know, a happy result for anyone, really. Oh, man. Hrgovic is not that accurate. That's his problem. Oh, that you know, his right always lands on the gloves or the top of the head. I mean, he's hitting Adeleye, and Adeleye keeps on sticking out his tongue, but that usually means, yeah, I felt that. But, like I said, Adeleye just needs to aim for the cut. He's got Adam Booth in his corner. Hrgovic is just, he should just learn a little bit more defense. He's very great. Oh, nice shot. Adelaye's feeding these, and he will get, look, he doesn't like it. He's looking away. He's looking out the ring. He's looking to his corner. That's never a good sign. Oh, come on, Geiger Chad. Good body shot. The Geiger Chad is not happy. How dare you cut me in front of women? As I said from round 1, the only way Adeleye wins this is by cuts. Do I know my boxing or not? And I hate to brag, but damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. I think Adeleye is slightly gassing. He could, you know, not heavily, and he's been hurt by a few shots. That's why he goes, sticking his tongue out, like Gaza, sticking me tongue out. That's also, by the way, good shot by Hrg. That overhand right, he just needs to, if I was, in Hrgovic's corner, I said, just with that right hand, just drop it 6 inches. Instead of throwing it like that, just throw it a little bit. And then you'll hit him on the chin instead of hitting him on the forehead with the gloves. Because he's bashing up Adeleye now. But, oh, that was a perfect left hook by Adeleye. The Gargi Chad might be slightly hurt. And there's the power, says Adam, getting all excited. But Gargi Chad just goes straight back in there. Yeah, he took it very well. Hrgovic should go for it, but he kind of is, isn't he? There's more people on the stream than inside the event. Thanks, Bang Daddy Paddy. Great to see you, brother. Hrgovic can still KO him in 2 rounds. Well, not anymore, no. Oh, you mean within 2 rounds? Sorry. Yeah. I think I would, without the cut, look. Oh, look at that. That was a horrible left hook. Didn't actually hurt Hrgovic. It just hit him right on the cut. But Gargi Chad has got such a good chin. How nice would it be if Adeleye stuck his tongue out and Hrgovic whacked it? Yeah, right on the tongue. Ding, and the tongue flew out. That would be funny, man. Adeleye feels the Gargi Chad power. Yeah, remember to like, please, everyone, because there's a lot of haters around. It's so tiring, the haters, man. You can't handle the truth, man. Right, here we go. Hopefully, I'll stop complaining, Adeleye. Yeah, I got Hrgovic a round up. That's Andy Lee's scorecard. I agree with it. The thing is, after this, we're going to watch what fights are Kais Ashfaq. I don't care about that fight, and that'll probably go to distance. And then Nick Ball is interesting, but I'm not that bothered by it. And then we have the big fight. The baby snatcher vs the Wrecking Ball. Apparently, Itauma's nickname is the Wrecking Ball. Weirdly, I've never heard him call him that at all. He's what? Hrgovic is hurting Adeleye, even with the shots that don't land right on the target, you know. But as I said, I don't repeat myself. From round 1, the danger is Adeleye winning on cuts. Adam Smith said, do you like the way Adam Booth has got the plan for Adeleye? What, getting hit in the face? I mean, losing, apart from the cut, basically. Without the cut, you'd be like, he's getting bashed up. Not heavily. Let's see what, I don't know what Adelaye's heart is like. Especially against the Gargi Chad. But good fight. And now I enjoy that. Oh, big miss. That'll really make you tired. There's huge misses. Oh. He's working Adeleye over. I don't know what the referees are talking about. Oh, he's following Adam's plan really well. No, getting hit in the face and beaten up by the Gargi Chad. That's no plan. Just keep your right hand up, Hrgovic, and try and, you know, protect your eye. Hrgovic has thrown a lot of shots. Adelaye's... Oh, he just missed again with a wild left hook. He's trying that wild left hook again, try and catch him right on the cut. Oh, Adelaide's blinking. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. As long as the Gargi Chad, along the corner of the Gargi Chad can stop the cut from opening more, then he's got to win this. What round are we in? Is this round 4? Well up, bro. Great to see you. Great to see you. His work rate is great, man. Another round to Erg. Enrico Gargi Chad is going to show the women why they should tuck him in. Yeah. If Ricky Hatton was commentating, I says, you know, if you found Hrgovic or even Adeleye in bed with your wife, you took him in and then you'd make him breakfast too. Yakub is the king. That's for damn sure as mustard. You know, Jose Maki, you know your boxing, but do you know your core? He's not as well as Tyson the Royal Corey Inspector. Hrgovic in running. Okay, this is interesting. 8-15 on Adeleye, 11-8. Yeah, I mean, because of the cut. Otherwise, it would be a lot wider. You know, I would say Adelaye's chances of winning this without the cut are about 10%. But because of that cut, and it's also swelling, so it's covering the eye a bit. You can't see it properly. It's a horrible cut. Oh, no, please don't bring him to the corner again. Oh, thank goodness. I thought they could get the doctor in again. ST says the smaller card is better. For what? Better for what, bro? Come on, Geiger Chad. See that right hand? It's just thrown a bit too high. If he dropped it 6 inches shorter, it would hit him right on the chin, and Adelaide's 4, and his tongue would go out. Oh, yeah. People, Adelaide's body language. Yeah. Blinking. Yeah. You hit me, sticking his tongue out, says that means you're feeling this and you're getting hurt. He's just chopping away at Adeleye. Adeley's shown heart. You know, his chin has so far been decent, but he's not a massive. He's got a good stoppers ratio, but he's not a massive punch. They get so excited when Adeleye lands one punch. Oh, great shot by Adeleye. Yeah, but he's just taken 30 punches. He's looking at his corner again. Hrgovic has an incredible chin, man. Hrgovic's got a bloody Tony Galento, Oliver McCall chin. Though, I mean, all these shots, they're not clean shots, but they've got to be taking their toll on Adeleye. Oh, lovely shot. He was hurt, Adeleye. If the cut holds up, Adelaide's going to gas and get stopped in 8 rounds, which was my original prediction. Oh, Barker's talking about the accuracy. Of course he is, because he watches the Triple B channel, the bum. Oh. I mean, you've got to give Adeleye credit for his chin. You've got to be fair. You know, you've got to be fair to Adeleye. You don't like him. I don't want him to get knocked out. But he's shown heart, and he's shown a decent chin. Get down to business, Geiger Chad. Get down to business. It's so funny. Adeleye got so upset because Geiger Chad said he was just going to take care of business. So what? It's hardly an insult, is it? He wasn't slagging your mother off. I wonder how ugly Adelaide's mother is. Adelaide's looking down. Oh, the thing is, Adelaide's missing, and that will tire you out. And Geiger Chad has thrown so many more shots. See, this is what Hrgovic should always have been like. Oh, he's calling him in again. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. I get so excited when Adeleye lands one shot, even though he's been beaten up round after round. Adam Smith says the same lines over and over, yeah. Luckily, probably because we're in Saudi, you won't hear about a cacophony of noise because there ain't no noise. And he doesn't even know the true meaning of cacophony. You know what cacophony means? It means an unpleasant noise, yeah? People getting excited and cheering is not an unpleasant noise. That's an adrenaline buzz noise. He doesn't even know what cacophony means. He's a mug. Someone should give Adam Smith a buckwheat. Ramalef, haven't seen you for a bit, brother. Great to see you, Ramalef. Can't view the fight. Quick summary. So, okay. So, I think we've had 5 rounds, right? Hrgovic has been largely working over Adeleye. He looks fit. He's been bashing. Adeley's shown a decent chin. The problem is Hrgovic has got a really bad cut. And that is Adeley's main and only, I'd probably say only chance of winning. What are we in? What round? It doesn't even say what round we're in. Round 6 of 10. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 rounds. Yeah, but Hrgovic is pissing us on points, but it's his cut that's the problem. So yeah, that's it, Randall. That's the problem. Look, you should be able to find a stream, bro. It's pretty easy to find a stream. I can't talk about it because I get banned. So maybe Hrgovic is starting to feel the pace a bit as well, actually. Final prediction for round 10. I got Itauma round 8. What are the fun things? Remember as well, Super Shekel, buy me a beer if you enjoy the commentary, man. I don't make much money out of this. This is for the funds. Did you notice how Sky Bet stole my... Huh? Oh! The guy gets shot. He just clubs, doesn't he? I wish he was slightly more explosive. But you can't... You can actually make your muscles more explosive if you know how to do the weights properly. Adeleye looking out the ring again. No one's going to help you, Adeleye. He is. This is the Hrgovic that always should have been. Huh? Work rate, a great chin. Unfortunately, susceptible to cuts. Nice. He just doesn't have explosive power, Hrgovic, and he doesn't have accuracy. He's got clubbing power, and he's got work rate in this fight, and a great Geiger chin, but he might be feeling the pace himself. But at least he's fit when he just goes back to business. And Adeleye quick to hold there, and he's trying to rub. You see, he's trying to rub his cornrows into the cut. Do you notice that? He's trying to rub his cornrows into Hrgovic's eyes. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's just an animal. That's why he's Philip El Animal Hrgovic. I find it weird to choose a Spanish nickname, but hey, he does fight. Oh. And this is a shakes his head, Adeleye. He throws that one punch at the end of the round to try and win it, but I can't believe Barry Jones is saying, no, Adelaide's looking good. No, he's not. Another round for the Geiger Chad. AJ is a fraud. We all know that. My prediction, Itauma under 4 rounds. All go round 2 at 8-1. You put up, did you bet? Did you put on a bet? I put on a $5 on Whyte just because it was 8-1 for fun. I don't consider it a super bet. Michael Maloney. Where are you, Michael Maloney? Where's Michael Maloney? Where's Michael Maloney? Michael Maloney actually fancies Whyte. So that's interesting. Chisora's there. Chisora's there. I assume he's back in Adeleye. Yeah, there he's shouting for Adeleye. The thing is that Adelaide's face is not marked at all. Whereas the Geiger Chad, even though he hasn't been hit much, is all cut up and bruised. But that's, you get that. Some people have got that bone structure. Look at him. Look at that Adeleye, the cheating bastard. The referee has to talk to him. He's rubbing his glove in Adelaide's face, trying to open that cut up. And the referee has said nothing. Well, now we know who the ref wants to win. And that he's... How can you not tell him off for rubbing his hand like that? Otto did that with Tyson Fury. Tony Maloney. Gage sticks his tongues out when he's hurt as well. Yeah, probably imagine AK Skins just batter hole. He gets hit so hard he thinks he's in bed with AKA Skins. Ooh, decent shot, Adeleye. Oh, they're such cheerleaders. The British boxing commentators. Every time Adeleye lands, they say, "Oh wow, that's a great shot by Adeleye. He's back in this." No, he's not. He's only in it for the cut. Well done, Fergus. I spotted the glove, but yeah, and he's tried to rub his cornrows, which must be, quite hard and gritty, into the cut as well. Well, At this point, I'm again barring the cut, getting worse. It looks Erg on points. Erg is slightly tiring, but I think he just keep going like a Mexican fighter. Just keep throwing the shots and taking them on the chin. Look at this ref. Look at this midget ref trying to handle these two huge guys. I mean, Adeley's showing a decent chin. He misses a lot with his hook. He's going for the hook to aim for the cut. Well, I've got 3 rounds and a bit to win my bet. But yeah, I mean, I've been surprised by Adeleye's grittiness. But, you know, and his chin is considering he got wiped by Fabio. But Fabio Woody's a super puncher. People underestimate. Oh, he's a white-collar fighter. I'm so sick of hearing that. I'm almost as sick as hearing about how Fabio Woody is a white-collar fighter than I'm sick of hearing how Moses Itauma wants to be one of the youngest heavyweight champions ever. Boring, boring, boring. Cliches. No one cares. Look at him. Look at Adeleye rubbing his head in. Look. You see how Adeleye was rubbing his head in? What does the referee do? Look, he's doing it again. What does the referee do? Absolutely nothing. The only person he's told off for using his head was Hrgovic. This referee's been bought. He allows Adeleye to rub his gloves in the cut. He allows him to rub his cornrows in the cut and his head. Hozemaki. Hrgovic just cooking on slow. That fight takes brain cells from Adeleye. Yeah. I mean, it's not a good fight for Adeleye. James Sweeney, there'll be a stoppage. I hope so. But I hope it's not a cut stoppage. But it seems like they've done well with a cut, actually. Come on, man. That fucking cut, man, just opened the cut up. What are you doing, man? The cut was like, he just went and opened it up and stuffed it. I mean, I'm not a cut man, but that doesn't seem like a great bit of work. Why are you opening the cut up, you idiot? You clown. They've done a good job. Well, I thought they were too, but like, until he just opened the cut up. Why did he do that, man? Are you on the Adeleye payroll or something? So he's got 3 rounds left. I think Adeleye realizes that. Look, he's rubbing his head and look again. Look. Oh, the ref has a tiny word of him. Oh, he pointed to him. He should be taking him aside and go once more, and I will take a point off. If he was a real ref, I'd say, Adeleye, you keep on using your head. Oh, he's hurt Adeleye. He's shaking. He stuck his tongue out again, the idiot. Oh, down goes Adeleye. Down goes Adeleye. Down goes Adeleye. Geiger Chad is swaggering. He gets all the women. He sticks his tongue out again. Smash him when he does that. He's looking at his corner. Come on, Ergo. Just throw the pressure on. You've got 2 minutes. Knock that bomb out. Oh, good left hook. They're saying he's hurt Hrgovic. I don't think they have. Look, he's rubbing his glove in. Look at that. Why has the ref not had words with him? That referee is disgraceful. One of the worst referee performances I've seen recently. Totally biased. Totally biased. Why do they hate the Geiger Chad? Why? Because he's a Chad. Which is missing. Come on, man. Come on, Philip. Just turn up. Adelaye's legs still seem a bit wobbly, man. He'll come out with occasional left hook, Adeleye, but, you know. The elbow. He put the elbow in. Did you see that? Oh, good shots from Adeleye. What the hell? Is a Geiger Chad hurt? Whoa. He's got such good chin. Oh, no, my fucking ting's dropped out, man. My stream has dropped out at a vital moment. That's better. Got it back. Hrgovic got such a good chin. They go, he's hurt, he's hurt. Well, no, he just sits there taking it on the chin. 10-8 round to Hrgovic. Come on. The referee is so biased. It's ridiculous. He has not told off Adeleye once for rubbing his glove, using his elbow, putting his head in. Disgraceful. Bro, I hope you were listening to Triple B. There's a biased ref. Hrgovic just knocked down Adeleye in the 8th round. Hrgovic's been dominating, but he's got a terrible cut. That is what's happening quickly. Gargachad slept with the ref's wife. This has got to be a reason, right? Great round. I agree. He's all good. But that referee is awful. Awful referee. Terrible. Biased. Adeleye should have 1 or 2 points taken off by now. Right? As Hrgovic finished that good, it's still a 10-8. Yeah, I mean, overhand. Again, on the temple. Like I said, if I was in Hrgovic's corner, I'm like, drop that slightly lower and you'll get him on the chin. Sonica Blade. Sonica Blade wins. Fatality. What's up, man? I hope good to see you here. Sup, fellas? It's good to see some ladies here. It's a good fight. I'll give it that. But I need Erg to finish this. I don't know what you want to call him. He's shown heart, Adeleye, so I'm not going to call him a bum. But he's a cheat. He's a dirty... Oh, that hurt him a bit. Yeah, Hrgovic is pissing this on points. But he wants a stoppage. He wants Adeleye to know, I am the Gargachad. I am the boss man. You know? And they keep on going, Hrgovic is hurt. What, when he gets hit on his great granite chin and stands up to it and just walks back in. And they're like, well, he wasn't hurt. Ooh, nice left hook from Erg. Oh, nice right hand. A miss. They really, really take it out of you. There's miss. It's dispiriting. It makes you tired. Oh. Yeah, I'm enjoying this fight. What about everyone else, man? I mean, I think you should have at least 1 point off Adeleye, possibly 2. And if you get a DQ, it counts as a inside the distance win. So, I mean, it's so we got 1.5 rounds left in the fight. What Hrgovic should do is when they're in the clinch, he should turn his head so the cut is not anywhere near Adelaye's braids. But yeah, this is the Hrgovic I wanted to see. Fit. We all know he's got a great chin. Like I said, he's got a great KO ratio, but he does it through accumulation of punches. He can still stop Adeleye. He's still hurting Adeleye. Like I said, I don't like Adeleye, but I will give him credit. I will give him credit. He still showed some grit, despite sticking his stupid tongue out and being a dirty fighter. He's shown grit, and he's still trying. And he could easily have quit. Yeah, just a 5 round. I might put a 5 round Whyte at 6-1. It's 6-1 now. I managed to find 8-1. But that was before the win, and now he looks in shape. The odds might have dropped. Yeah, I did say at one point it could be Hrgovic on points. It looks that way, but like I said, he just doesn't have a lot of head movement. Adeleye looks knackered. The Gargachad struts back to the corner, like any Chad would. Donny, hey Donny, what up, man? What do you think? Gargachad is a better boxer than I expected. Yeah, because he's actually trained properly. We'd like to see him against other top heavyweights, definitely. His main weakness is the fact he's not hard to hit and he cuts. His strengths are his chin, his Gargachadness. I wonder if Darren Barker will use that expression. Same as a Dubum fight. The ref did nothing. Yeah, why did he let Dubum use his head so aggressively? Look, they're showing the replay. And what does Adeleye do? He sticks his head in, rubs it in. And the ref has done nothing. Not even warned him. Not even warned him. He should have taken a point away at the very minimum. Oh, the Conor McGregor. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, the guy Chad knows he's the governor. I mean, you could say what he should do, Hrgovic, is just box now because he's pissing this on points. So he should just, yeah, he should step back. I want him to win by knockout because that's my bet. But he should step back, pop the jab, step back half foot, pop the jab, step back half a foot, pop the jab. But Adeleye knows it's this round because he's losing badly. He's shown heart. I'll give him respect. I'll give him respect. Adeleye. I think Guy Chad only really knows one way to fight, and that's to club someone endlessly in a caveman manner. You know what I'd like to see? There we go. Rubbing his head in again. It's so funny. The only one who got taken off using his head was Hrgovic, and yet Adeleye has been rubbing his head in. I'd like to see Makhmudov, Hrgovic. That would be a fight for the ages. Obviously, Makhmudov has to beat David Allen. Hrgovic, David Allen would be fun, but I think the Geiger Chad would take care of Allen. Allen might be the Chad in Doncaster, but what does that mean? What does that mean? Doncaster, I don't know, man. I've not been to Doncaster, but I've heard bad things about it. Apparently, it's a shithole. I don't know. Anyone from Doncaster? Anyone been there? Yeah, Hrgovic would be incredible if he had better defense. He's been a masterclass aside from a few mistakes. I completely agree. Oh, is he hurt? Adeleye? Adeleye, I think Adeleye, look at him sticking his head in. Again, look, again. The referee does nothing. This referee, I bet Turkey and his crew did a huge dirt, a massive dirt on the head of this ref and said, we want Adeleye to win. Why? Because we bet on him. Oh, I mean, I hate to lose a bet, but I'll accept the Hrgovic points win. And I'll give some respect to Adeleye for showing heart. I will give him a bit. You have to, you know, even if you don't like a guy, you've got to give them credit for what they've done. Yes, he's dirty. Yes, he's been beaten up. Oh, he's hurt again, Adeleye. But there's 10 seconds left. Yeah, he's not going to stop him unless he flattens him right now. Yeah, there we go. Hrgovic points. Well, in my preview, I said Hrgovic will win in 8 rounds or on points. Now, he dropped Adeleye in the 8th round. So I was close. And he has won on points. So it wasn't a bad prediction. The Triple B loses his money because I actually only bet on Hrgovic by the stoppage. But, you know, but I'm kissing the crucifix like Usyk did. I hope no one accuses me of having drugs in it. Yeah, he comes out with credit, Adeleye, by being tough. But you know, and the main thing that bugged me about Adeleye was his dirtiness. But the Geiger Chad comes through as king of the cave yet again. I think Hrgovic puts a slow beating and closes Makhmudov's eye. Oh, if they fought Makhmudov, yeah, I think that's very possible. But apart from the you know, the Corey King Guido Vianello fight, did when does Makhmudov's eyes look suspect? I don't know. Adeleye uses that tongue on Turkey's batty hole, probably, yeah. Henry Armstrong. Britt May has himself down as the king of Doncaster. Who's Britt May, bro? Tell me about it. Chisora would turn up to the opening of envelope. He's everywhere, isn't he? I mean, that's fine. He loves boxing, but, you know. He basically just wants to get his face in the paper. And he's made a lot of money out of boxing. But he's going to be speaking to Lamppost. He goes, hello, Mr. Lamppost. Do you remember when I was heavyweight champion of the world? And the Lamppost goes, no, you was never heavyweight champion of the world. You're a bum. Donny, my boy Donny, been on the channel. Geiger Chad's fast and accurate conversations, volume and fitness are very important. Yeah, and this is the first time we've really seen that Geiger Chad. Vianello and your man Caballero. Vianella's got a good chin and he's a good boxer, but Caballero, I believe, is the second best heavyweight in the world. Let's see what the scores are like. Okay, good score. 98, 91. That should be 99, 91, if that's possible. A majority draw. Philip Geiger Chad Hrgovic. El Animal. You see, Thomas Tribe, I'm coming for your job. Because I would never call Dillian Whyte the baby snatcher. And I wouldn't bottle it either like you did. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a genuine mistake. I wrote it down on my paper, but it was an honest mistake. And yeah. Baby snatching was on your mind. I really want to eat my stew now. I'm hungry. Winner won and the cheat lost, as it should be, yeah. So I'll give, okay, the pros and cons for Adeleye are he showed heart. The cons are he was extremely dirty and got away with it and basically got schooled. All right, he lost every round except one, Oh, both close Mahmoudova. Yeah. I mean, if his eyes are suspect and they're too close together, then sure. Does anybody want to give me a super check? I've been off for 1 hour and 7. And so far, I've only had one super check from my boy, RH25. Loves the long boxing content this week. Yeah, I've done stuff about spoons and the gym and stuff. But yeah, drop me. Where's my juju stick? Shane Bongos. He's like the Candyman. He appears when you say it 3 times. But maybe he's with Cursed Hardman, the blonde girl, taking care of business in the same way that the Geiger Chad, Philip Hrgovic, took care of business tonight. Yeah, that was, I lost my money. I don't like to lose, but I'll buy that. I'll buy the win. Have you got Hugh Fury coming over for some stew? I mean, if you saw the state of how good my stew is, it was slow cooked for 6 hours. Lamb stew with rosemary, with people. This is too creepy. The juju stick worked again. Shane Boggles, what's up, man? Are you with Curse tonight? Watching the fight? Is she making you a sandwich or is she making you a good stew? Oh, no, Kirsty tonight. Sorry. Next Saturday she'll visit. Great. I hope you have a great time. I mean, does she like boxing? Does she watch boxing, Curse? Thank you so much as well. That's very generous as usual. Without the shame, man. Instead of earning $250 an hour, I'd earn like $125 an hour. Good fight, though. Good fight. Who have you got next? Is it? Oh no. It's K's Ashfaq. Is that right? Keish. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. K's Ashfaq. Keish Ashfaq. I've just got zero interest in that fight, and I just so hope that Ashfaq just gets knocked out. And in fact, either of them, I don't even know who he's fighting. Let's have a look. I care so little about the midgets, unless they're super good. Yeah? Unless they're super good. So let's say they're like Inoue. I care about Inoue. I cared about Dave Boy McCauley. Yeah? But all the other bums, the lower weight bums, just don't excite me. He's fighting Ayuto Tsutsumi. Arigato! who's unbeaten in 7. Does he punch? Does Hayuto Tsutsumi Satsuma? Let me show you a picture of the Satsuma. Right. Oops, sorry. Ooh, you almost saw my history. He does look like a Lebian. He looked like a Lebian. Look at them plucked eyebrows. Why do all these Japanese fighters look like Lebians? So, okay, let's look at whether the rug muncher. Oh, according to Adeleye gave a fantastic performance. No, he didn't. He lost every round and got dropped. And he was dirty as anything. The only thing that was impressive was his grit. Oh, this chap was quite violent. But we're in Saudi, right? So Ashfaq is obviously of Pakistani origin. So, you know, there might be, I don't know. You just never know. There's always dodginess going on. Hayato Satsuma has a record of 7 wins by 4 KOs. Okay. So it's a, you know, not a massive KO ratio. And he's fought experienced guys all the time. So, he might be able to punch. It's just that he was, you know, so his first 3 fights were unanimous decisions, including a 12-rounder in his 3rd fight. And his next 3 fights were KOs in round 3, in 8, and in round 3. So you'd be thinking, if you're going to bet, round 3 seems like a half-decent bet. Nothing beats the wild boar caravan stew. Yeah, you can also drop some clenbuterol in it. Take a dump in the woods after you eat the stew. Bro, there's no woods near where I live, but believe me, after this live, you can be sure that I'm smashing that stew. My only question is, I've got this beautiful lamb stew, and it's slow cooked for, it was maybe, but I've turned off the slow cooker because I don't want to overdo it, but basically it will have been in there for about 8 hours. You imagine the tenderness of the lamb stew. Should I have rice with it or mashed potato? What do you guys think, man? With the stew. Shane Mogos. Kirsty, she likes boxing. She was a pole dancer girl. Cool, man. Well, she's probably got good, footwork, foot movement. The breeding bull, featherweight. It's time to get some food. Oh, I'd love to have some food, some stew, but I can't. I've got to sit here. Why? Because there's Sky Bet who stole the Triple B's. Guarantee they stole it. How many times I've said we do it for the funds? It's for the funds. How many times have I said it? And yet, it's become Sky Bet's little tagline. I was watching TV the other day, an advert came on. For the fans, there was the opening line. Hrgovic gonna go straight back to the females of the tribe. He'll come back and he'll be looking around, and all the females will be like, "Ooh, ooh." I hope the Geiger Chag pits. I mean, obviously he would have expended a bit of energy, but he's fit now, so I think he's still got another 10 rounds with probably 2 or 3 of the hottest females in his tribe. Breeding bull. You a Geiger Chad? Enrico, the Kalergi Hydro boss. Are you a Geiger Chad, breeding bull? Has to be rice. Well, rice, yeah, but I quite fancy a bit of real good mashed potatoes with cheddar cheese, with chives, with onion. But I don't think I've got time to make it. So yeah, I think rice. Rice for diversity's reasons. Rice drilling. I've only done 2 bits of rice drilling in my life. Is anyone else into rice drilling? Richard Murphy, a bit hot for stew. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's so good, it doesn't matter. And it'll cool down a bit now. But I basically had a huge leg of lamb, and I cooked it. And it's not really the season for lamb in terms of eating hot food, a roast, a stew. But it's still really good. So I'm going to devour it. I think I've got my pal Jamal gave me a little bit of greens again. I don't know why. I don't know why he keeps on giving me greens, but so I might hit the green, and then believe me, I have an appetite for the stew, a bigger appetite than Huey Fury. Yeah, there are actually in my slow cooker 2 liters of stew waiting for me. Enrico goes mashed potato. I love mashed potato. It really is a really comforting food, isn't it? A comforting food. So, if I can eat, if I can bother to make a mashed potato, I'll probably go for that. If I'm lazy, I'll go for the rice, or maybe I'll do one with rice, one dish with rice, one dish with mash. Here's Mohammed Alakel. He won by KO in round 1 to score his only stoppage. He looks like a son of Nazim Ahmed, doesn't he? I've never heard of this guy. Where's he from? Well, allegedly, he's British. Of course, he's British. He's born in the UK. He's probably Welsh. Oh no, Mohammed Alakel is from Saudi. He's the #1 fighter at super feather in Saudi, which is not really surprising. That means because there's only one more, because he's the only fighter. So he fights out of Saudi Arabia, but he lives in Big Bear, California. Yeah, he's got international accent. It sounds weird. It was hard to place. He looks like one of Hamed's sons, like I say. Not Adam Hamed, who's the Asian version of Campbell and Han. He looks like the other one, Sol or Sal Hamed. Geiger Chad is getting his Geiger choreographed. Well, he doesn't have to. The females will take care of that. He's actually pretty decent, to be fair. Who? Alakel? Well, you say that, but he hasn't fought anyone decent, right? I'll tell you who he's fought. He's fought guys with 8 wins and 32 losses. 8 wins and 42 losses. 6 wins and 13 losses. 3 wins and 6 losses. Come on, man. You can't... Look, if I fought 8 grandmothers in the ring and I knocked them all out, and he hasn't even knocked them out until tonight, they've all gone on points. So, I'm sorry, man. You can't read from that. It's just because he's from Saudi. They want a Saudi fight. Geiger Chad just whipped out and needs 3 females to... Geiger Chad's elephant trunk. Who want this? Some of the females be, if Philip, this is too big for me. No, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. No problem. I go gentle with you. Yeah? And then 5 minutes later, you know, in the cave, her face is in the sand and her ass is in the air, and Hrgovic says, yeah, for 10-minute pounding. And in the end, her pum-pum will look like a watermelon that's been run over by a lorry, because that's what the Geiger Chad does. Imagine that. Have you seen his wife? He got married, he's got kids, actually, in all seriousness. So, don't smoke. Smoking's wet. I don't know why I do. I only really do it when I'm doing lives or occasionally. But yeah, Philip Hrgovic had a really lovely wedding with his wife, actually. I've seen the pictures of it. She's very pretty. Eastern European women tend to be pretty. But, you know, she's got to be able to take girth and length and a hammering. You know, she goes, you know, imagine, like, she's probably going, oh, I know he's still got energy, Philip, please be gentle with me. Of course, I'm always gentle with you, darling. Well, not really. Her pom-pom is bigger than New York tunnels. Talking of New York tunnels, funny how that story disappeared, isn't it? Isn't it, Thomas Triber? Satsuma is coming in. I hope he wins by knockout. I think so. Ashfaq, I think he was a good amateur. But, you know, who was it? Was it Abel Sanchez or some other guy? No, it was Danny Garcia's dad who said that Pakistani fighters can't take a punch. And he said that about Amir Khan before he fought his son, right? And, whoops. Kaish Ashfaq, sorry. I think he's only lost once by stoppage, but that doesn't mean. Is this the latest stuff? So the lesbian, the rug munching Japanese guy. So I'm gonna call him. What should I call him? Kais Ashfaq. Kais Ashfaq. I'll call him Kais. Super feather. He's had a lot of amateur fights. Boxer has 45 wins and 25 losses, but I think he fought at a very high level. Yeah, but you know, I don't know what he won. I don't care either. Yeah. So Ashfaq has got a record as a pro of 30 wins, 5 KOs. So he's not a puncher. 3 losses and 1 by stoppage. He lost to Mark Leach. Mark Leach is decent. I think he outworked him. Liam Dillon looked good in that fight. Masood Abdullah, his fellow British Pakistani, stopped him. He stopped him. Now, in my opinion, right, if he got stopped by Masood Abdullah, it never works this way, boxing. It's never that simple. Masood Abdullah has a KO record of just over 50%. So if Abdullah stopped him in 5 rounds, you would think that Tsutsumi, the rug muncher, will be able to stop him. A lot of Japanese dye their hair blonde because they're obsessed with. They all look the same, don't they? That's what people say. I can tell them apart. But I went over to Japan. I was like, blood clot. There's a joke in there, right? Did you hear about the lookalike competition in Tokyo? I was like, no. Yeah, everybody won. Everybody won. Did you get it? I thought it was quite funny. I find it funny how Dubon's team is made up of some of the most unbearable clowns in boxing, yet they want nothing to do with Fearon. And no one wants anything to do with Fearon, bro. Remember that. Remember when Babic said he could beat square-haired Hrgovic? I mean, I won a lot of money on Babic getting knocked out in a round against a Polish dude who hadn't fought for him for like 3 years and against Johnny Fisher. But I think Babic has realised he's got to just be a bouncer. You know, he looks so tough. He looks like he should have a great chin, but he doesn't. He's a bum. Danny Garcia's dad is wild, telling people at press conference to suck his teeth. Yeah, I think it's a bit juvenile at his age. Am I dead yet? Talking about Tsutsumi, the Japanese guy. He looks like USA women's footballer Megan Rapinoe. I don't know who she is. I only follow the Lionesses, and they're better than the men. In fact, Chloe Kelly could probably play for the England team, according to Gad. The rare thinker. The gym video of you talking about the guy who said he had 13 wins, 12 by KO and 1 draw was one of the funniest videos I've seen this year. Please do more of these stories. Oh, I've got plenty, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Essentially, we're a boxing channel, but we like to go red pill and random stories. And I got loads. I mean, it's like he's not even the first guy I've heard who said that. And the other one, the funniest one is this guy who said in the gym that he had 12 fights and blah, blah. I can't even remember how many knockouts. And he said, I said, well, why don't you carry on, bro? He was young. He goes, oh, I was just too good. I was too good. There was no one there to challenge me in London. So I just stopped. Can you imagine? This guy's being serious. Anyway, I had a little body spar, right? And you know, I might have been about half a stone heavier than him, but not really. And I was a novice. And I stopped him with a body shot. Well, I didn't stop like I would have been. Like, what I mean is I hit him, bop, just one of those little shots in the solar plexus. He didn't go down, but he just took off his gloves and threw them on the ground and go, hey, yeah, that's enough for now. That's enough for now. I was like, yeah, you just been stopped, basically, you bum. You're so good, apparently, you had to stop boxing because there's no one good enough in London. There's no one good enough in London to challenge you. What a bum, man. Main event after the little people, not these ones. We've got Nick Ball, haven't we? Nick the Wrecking Ball. And then we've got Moses the Wrecking Ball Itauma. 1-40 Japanese bloke. What, is that the odds? Okay. Chloe, sloth-faced Kelly is better than Ronaldo, Messi, Pele, and Maradona altogether. And Paul Gascoigne. Right, let's see the fight. I mean, I'm not interested. I just want to see Ashfaq get stopped quickly by Tsutsumi. It's only a 10 round, thankfully. The Yorkshireman from Yorkshire. Yeah, he looks. He's like the Welsh guy from Southport that you know, brutalised those poor people. Please, I wait for ages for the Gareth and Steve Potts updates. Like when he threatened to get Big Steve and knock him. Oh yeah, I'll do an update, bro. There's loads of people I need to rinse. I'm going to rinse Dev Coronation Chicken Sani because he removed my comment. And you know, I told him as well. I said, "Listen, mate, you know how it works. You know how it works. You block or remove, and you get rinsed. And he deserves a rinse. I actually quite like him. I find him quite likable." But he's like a little guy. You remember when he laughed like a little girl? When the Big Bang was there, and he goes, "So, Gilet, you know, you're the Big Bang. You know, what are you going to do?" He goes, "And I bang everybody. I bang everything." Like a little girl. Thoughts on golf? I feel you enjoy playing. I think I would. I'm getting to that age where maybe I should take it up. I'm not really watching this fight. I watch it out of the corner of my eye. So, yeah, I think I would. I've got no problem with golf. I remember when I watched it as a kid, I didn't know nothing about it, and I thought, this looks like quite a fun game to play. I know it's kind of bourgeois, middle class, and rich man's game, but you know, you do a lot of walking, and then you go to the 19th hole and get your drink on, and your smoke on, and your coke on, and get something to poke on. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't watch it, but you know, it looks like a fun game. But I've only played mini golf, and I wasn't very good at that. And I played a golf game on the Wii back in the day. You know the Wii? It was quite fun. But yeah, back in the day. Yeah. Later, Dev, go and make me a Sony. Make me a Sony witch. Oh man, I must have hit this too hard. Good bodywork from Tsutsumi. Yeah, I just don't care about this fight. I just want to see it over. I want to see the wrecking ball. I put a small bet on Sam Goodman on points. I've never watched a Sam Goodman fight. It's another fight. This is not the way to bet, but occasionally they come right. Yeah, occasionally I will have a bet just to make it interesting. But this is not the way to make money. And I'm up this year, so I'm up every year. Every year I'm up. It may not be a much. It might be $2,000 up, but $2,000 of free money without taxes. When you poll is nice. Who would win if Emperor Michael Sonny Edwards fought each other? Well, if you see the live, when Emperor Michael from Edward says, "No, Sonny, I need 3 months. I need 3 months." And Sonny was like going, "Well, come down and spar this weekend." Now, Emperor Michael had been training to fight one of the Smedley brothers, Nicky Smedley, on unlicensed. So he was super fit. And Smedley pulled out about 3 days before. And so he was super fit. He outweighed Sonny by 40 plus pounds. And he still didn't have the balls to spar Sonny Edwards. When allegedly he sparred Kelly Pavlik. We've seen him spar Kell Brook. And, you know, Kell Brook's obviously a decent fighter. Who else did he move around with? Dillian Whyte's friend, Dean Whyte. But, you know, the fact that he's too cowardly, even though he was fit, to spar Sonny Edwards, who can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag, and he outweighed him by 40 or 50 pounds, is pathetic. So Sonny would outpoint him. Driving range is good, just smash hundreds of balls. Yeah, I've seen guys do that. I'll tell you what, man, if you want to take something to eat or take a leak, this fight is, it's not boring, but this fight is time to do it. Oh, body shots from Tsutsumi. Body shots from Tsutsumi. Yeah, I hope to see Ashfaq get knocked out. Sonny be a dangerous Jamaican, you know. Yeah, Yeah, you imagine that. You know, Sonny's looking at Emperor Michael and he says, blood clot, we got to one Eritrean against one brother, you know, blood clot. Yeah. You could beat Kell Brook, though. No, I don't think so. Don't be silly, man. Kell Brook's a decent fighter. But, you know, the only thing I could beat Kell Brook as is knowing how to take care of a woman, because he ain't really interested in women's, is he? Sonny Blade, golfers have privileged pensions. Yeah, I don't know. It must cost a lot of money to. I mean, I know some guys that work class that play golf, you know, and love it, and I think it's become bigger, you know, but it's generally a bourgeois, middle class, privileged sport. You remember that film with Michael Douglas? It was a bit of a sellout, actually, but and he goes on the golf course. What was it called? That film with Michael Douglas, and he bashes up that gang member and he goes to the Korean shop and he buys a car. He goes, $1.50. $1.50. He goes, all I want is some change. I just $1.50. It's ages ago, old film, but it's got a gender in it if you watch it. But he goes to the golf course and he's like, gets really upset with all these posh Americans, rich Americans playing golf. I mean, actually, you should have golf courses. I don't think it's a problem. I mean, at your age now, I remember hearing you did jiu-jitsu once in a street fight. You could take it down. No, I've not trained. I've trained MMA, a couple of things. I did well. Unfortunately, I was going through a stage of, I had my own business, just myself, B&I, and I was making a lot of money with about 5 to 10 hours work a week. So I got bored and I had no girlfriend. Solid girlfriend. I had nuts, believe that. But so I spent a lot of time just getting bored and going to the pub and getting my yayo on. That's when I had a bit of a yayo issue. Yayo is an evil drug, by the way. But so jiu-jitsu. I mean, I have taken down a guy in a street fight, yeah, and I was going to bat him, but his friend. Oh, down goes Ashfaq. Down. It's not a heavy knockdown, but he's down. That's definitely a knockdown. It's definitely a knockdown. Come on, Tsutsumi. Ashfaq looks at his corner, which is never a good sign. Oh, the bell's gone. Yeah, I did. I mean, I know the basics because I've watched a lot of UFC. I trained with this pro in MMA, and I obviously in boxing. He came down to boxing gym. Obviously, he was rubbish at boxing, but I didn't know nothing about jiu-jitsu. But I hung with him for quite a lot of a few minutes, man. And he was a bit shocked. I tried to get him in a ankle lock, even though I didn't know how to do it. I'd seen it on UFC. But yeah, and this other guy who was meant to be their big star, I did some stand up with him, and he kept on trying to knock me out. And they went, "Ooh!" Like he landed a big punch. And I was like, "It didn't hurt, mate." Anyway, but no, I haven't trained in jiu-jitsu, but I understand a few basics of it. Are you going to do a crawfish? These Canelo live stream? Well, I assume it's in America, and it will be at 5:30 a.m. So no. Oh, the movie's Falling Down. Yeah, Falling Down. I'm the bad guy. Yeah. What do they call him? They actually pretend, oh, he hasn't got a name. He hasn't got a name. He actually does have a name in the film. Oh, that's a good one. It says Jose Maki. I felt sad when he died and fell off the pier. Yeah. Obviously, they had to portray him as a bad guy. You know, they're playing that both sides of the table, right? Like, oh, they've got all the crowds, the kind of middle-aged white guys cheering for him. But then they also, you know, he goes into that guy's, he's got like an army surplus shop. Hey, listen to that. Zyklon B, yeah? And also he's shown as a bad guy, and they show the rich white guys as bad guys. But it's still a decent film. All these films, American History X, Falling Down, you can spot the agenda in all of them. You will never get a pure film. American History X is actually a complete sellout film. Ashfaq looks out of his depth. Yeah, let's just see him stop so we don't have to watch him. I'm not watching him. I think the body shots will probably take him down. My favorite part of the film is when he confronts the road workers. That is true. They just use their budget and mess things up. Yeah. I'd forgotten about that scene. It's a good film, actually. I'm going to add it to my list because, you know, I watched it when I was young. I haven't watched it for years now. So I've got a list. I've got loads of notes and lists. So one of my, come on, Tsutsumi. I remember he stopped a lot of guys in round 3, Tsutsumi. And then we're now in round 3, and he's hurting. Oh, down goes Ashfaq. Down goes Ashfaq. Oh, he's annoyed about it. Well, he's getting out of class. Right, I'm going to add, what is it called again? Falling Down. The last film I added to my list, and I hardly ever reference it, is CB4 with Chris Rock. And down goes Ashfaq on his face, and he's in the doggy style position. He's in the doggy style position. Come on, man. He's got 1 minute. I hate these rests. Walk here, walk here, walk here. Then I'm getting about 20 seconds of rest. I quite like this chap. Referee, stop it. Stop the fight. Round 3. What did I tell you? Get your bet on. Round 3. What did I tell you? I'm right again. And I didn't put a bet on this. I told you. Round 3. Am I right or am I blooming 90% white? Man on Fire is the best film for me. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to add it to my list. Well, tell me about it, Jose. I think you mentioned it before, bro. Yeah, this rug munchy look-alike Japanese. I'm impressed. Nice body shots. Nice speed. Great. I wonder if his blonde hair is natural. What do you guys think? Will you watch Kamaev's Duplessis tonight? I will watch it tomorrow because it'll be on at 5:30. Isn't it in Vegas? No, yeah. Man on who was the favorite for this fight? Oh, obviously the Satsuma. Romper Stomper is good for me, yes, but it's made to make working class whites look lost and incapable. Yeah, there's another film that's quite good. It's got Tim Roth in it. I think it's called Made in Britain or Made in the UK. That is worth a watch. It's got Tim Roth in it as Trevor, and he's just angry against the system. Obviously, he's a skinhead. He's portrayed as a wasterless, even though his mate is actually black in the film. But that is Tim Roth. I don't like bigging up actors because they're just trained liars and they're boring. But yeah, if you see Tim Roth in Made in Britain, and it's got guys that were in the Bill and stuff, those kind of actors, but it's really good. Well worth a watch. Made in Britain, right? And what the one that just got mentioned by Lay, Romper Stomper. Yeah, Romper Stomper's pretty good. But you're right. It's made to make workouts look lost and incapable, and they fight amongst each other. And that's got Russell Crowe in it, one of his early films. So watch Made in Britain or Made in the UK, I can't remember what it's called, and Romper Stomper. Good films. By the way, the guy in Romper Stomper who ends up killing the Russell Crowe character because he's in love with this woman who's just a drug addict scat, killed himself about a year later. Old Boy, original Korean version is my all-time favorite. Wait, it's Korean? What's it about, bro? I'll put it down on my list and have a look. But I don't mind watching films with subtitles. I don't mind it, Boxing class issue. I told Dave Allen to get his act together and pass his driving test. A man in his financial position to drive. Well, he doesn't drive. Oh, well, he lives in Doncaster. He probably doesn't have to. He probably don't leave Doncaster much, does he? But I like the way Dave Allen is original and different, Dave Allen I definitely like. He's just probably underachieved because he's been a bit lazy. They say he doesn't drink, so I don't understand why a tough guy like that who can punch and who is a character didn't put more into his training. I don't get it, man, because he's got a house. It's quite a sort of white trashy house, but I do. Like I said, I do like Dave Allen. I want him to lose by stoppage to Makhmudov because Makhmudov by stoppage is my bet. But I've lost my main bet today on the Geiger Chad. But, as I said, he either wins in round 8 or wins on points. How right was I? I said Satsuma wins in the 3rd round. He did. How right was I? I need to follow my own. What's it called? Predictions, bro. Yeah, Jared McGregor from Australia. Hey, bloody, what's up? It's great to see you there. I'll ask you the question I always ask Australians. Come on. What time is it, bro? I guess it depends where you are. I think where you are, it's 9 hours difference. So we're like 9. So what is it? It's early in the morning for you, bro, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm at Daniel Pollock. Oh, that's the name of the guy in Romper Stomper. Tim Roth directed a film called The War Zone with Ray Winstone. He buggers his daughter, gets killed by his son. Shane Boggles. Yeah, that's definitely a film I don't want to see, man. I can tell you that for sure. Have you ever seen the Skinhead film, The Believer, the Ryan Gosling? No, but if it's an American film, it's probably whack. It's probably full of agenda. 5:42 a.m. Oh, you're up early, my brother. Well, good. You get to. Did you get up for the fight? Now remember, everyone, it's 1 hour and 40 that Joe B's been here, and I've had 199, and from the main man Shane Bogo 666. So let's say that's about £9.50 minus the 30% they steal off. Not only off me, they steal it off the people that give it to me. But anyway, that's what we have to live with. But thank you. If anybody wants to give a super check, now's a good time. It's a break. There's also buy me a coffee. The begging bowl come out. Please insert the shekel. Insert the shekel in here. Very good. Very nice. Very good price. Guess how much I paid to watch the show? 0. Very nice price. Very nice price. It is, man. I just always worried that we're going to lose it. But this is why I've lined up 3 streams. Not 1, not 2, but 3 streams. You got to rinse the gad out with Whyte. It's 45. He beat Jermaine Taylor instead of Franklin. Did he say he beat Jermaine Taylor? The Old Boy is a fantastic film. Thanks. I'll have a look. I'll put it down, man. Thanks, Peter. Oh, Mikey. They just said Mikey Garcia. He's one of the weirdest looking guys in the world. He looks like, you know, one of them guys, right? One of them often Mexican guys that are really hairy and they've got a hairy face. He looks like that, Mikey Garcia, because his hairline is about up here. Right? Weird looking. Why do you got Mikey Garcia talking about cars? Hey, the first car I ever bought, man. Yes, the first car, so I kept it. And why have they got this guy talking about his cars? Mikey Garcia is a bum. Everybody knows Mikey Garcia is a bum. And he's irrelevant now. No one can remember him. Who cares, man? Why do you got Mikey Garcia around? Thank you, the very generous Martin Norris, who's given to the channel. Hang on, let me get this up. Martin Norris gives me 5 quid. Thank you, brother. Bless you. Thank you. You like Martin Norris? You like the lives, don't you? You always like the live conversations on the fights. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you appreciate my commentary. Like I said, I told everybody it's on my preview. Hrgovic in round 8 or on points, and he dropped Adeleye in 8 and then went on points. Unfortunately, I put on the stoppage. And then I said Tsutsumi, the Japanese rug muncher we just watched, with the plucked eyebrows and dyed blonde hair. I said he will win in round 3. What did he do? He won in round 3. I should follow my own tips, man. A man is taken off the street in prison, a black prison, for 13 years. He's released on the streets and has X many days to work out in prison and what? What film is that? Old Boy. I'll tell you a good film that's underrated. Terence Stamp is in a film. Now, I always like to put questions to me funds. So Terence Stamp is in this film. I know what it's called, right? I want to see if anyone else is watching. And his daughter was in Home and Away years ago called Angel, but she's killed in it. And he goes over to America and he's English. And there's also that Latino guy that I love. What's his name, man? You know, that, hey, man, you know, he's in Carlito's way. Hey, man, Carlito, where you been, man? And then he's always plays a rough around the edges, a Latino guy. What else is he in? Hey, man, Carlito, man. And, yeah, that guy, something Garcia, probably. And he's in that film as well, with Terence Stamp and Angel from Home and Away. Does anybody know? Without searching, man. Ray Winston was Quadrophenia, a rocker kid who was mates with Phil Daniels' character. I met a random guy who was in the Quadrophenia. He never really had another big role. And he was now a pisshead in the pub. And everyone's going, oh, he weren't in Quadrophenia. He's lying. I'm saying, just look at his boat race. That's obviously him. He's just 40 years older, you idiot. Of course he looks different. You know, they don't stay the same age, actors. Do the dance. Okay, right, okay. Do I have to wear the hat for the dance? I will anyway. Where's the hat? I think I threw it away. I know, this isn't the hat. That's the traveller hat. Yeah, I meant to dance. So I did. Havana Gila, Havana Gila, ha ha ha, Havana Gila, Havana Gila. If I was a rich man, da 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 da. If I was a rich man, I dilly dilly dally, dilly dilly dally do, daddy daddy da da. If I was a rich man, I would buy this and that. I think that's worth a fiver. Okay, so a man was that film, yeah, sorry. Nail by Mouth was good. I was just thinking, I just Googled, yeah, with Ray Winstone, isn't it? But it's about wife beating. I find those wife beating scenes quite ugly, you know. The guy is so annoyed. I've got to do another rinse video. Obviously, I've rinsed him a few times, but he needs a rinse every 3 months. And in the build-up, I haven't done a video on it. I've got like so many videos I've got to do. And he was like, I know, it was the, prior to a fight and they're working out in the ring and that, but they didn't do anything this time. None of them hit the pads or anything. And Gad was in the background dancing badly. He makes me sick. Extraction is also decent. What's that about, bro? Angel got sacked from Home and Away for getting her breasts out in artistic photos. I'm a Christian. I don't do that anymore. Because that will just stay in my head. I almost wish she hadn't told me that now, retro. I almost feel like, but yeah, she must be old now. But what's the name of the film? What's the name of the film? What's your least favorite sport, Triple B? Let me think about that. That Latino is just Ismael Salas. Nah. It's something, I'll find his name, man, because he's the best fighter. Hey, Carlito, mate. I think he ends up working for Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Hey, I'm Benny Blanco. I don't give a shit who you are, man. You don't like my champagne? You don't like my champagne? Unfortunately, the actor that plays Benny Blanco, who I used to like, has turned real woke. He looks like shit now anyway. Can anyone tell me, please, the film with Angel from Home and Away with the Latino guy who... Right? And I'll tell you the Latino guy's name. The Latino guy's name we want to talk about is one of my favorite characters. It's called Luis Guzman. Luis Guzman, mate. And he's great. Really good actor. I hate to big up actors because it's such a pathetic, stupid way of spending your life, being a trained liar. And they always talk about their craft and all that. Oh, it's in Boogie Nights. Hey, man, when are you going to put me in that film, mate? Boogie Nights, interestingly, has a couple of red pills in it. Because you know the guy who runs the show is like Thomas Triber, yeah? And he also gets done for noncery. So you can put red pills in Hollywood films, man. I lost money on Adeleye. I'm a sucker for the underdog. Bro, why do you come on, man? You got to listen to Triple B, man. Lawn bowls. Least favorite sport. No, I think lawn bowls is kind of sweet because old people can play it and it's gentle and, you know, they don't sit around shouting at each other and slagging each other off. They just roll the ball. No. What's my least favorite sport? Women's boxing. Genuinely. It's so whack. Crazy Beautiful. Nope. Angel from Home and Away. Is that Melissa George? It is. Please don't look. What's the movie with Luis Guzman? Hey, mate. What you doing, mate? And Terrence Stamp and Melissa George. Please. It's a good film. And it's a very... it went under the radar. It didn't have a huge budget, but it went under the radar. It's worth a watch. I think it was back in the 90s sometime, maybe. I don't know. Is Terrence Stamp still alive? Yeah, Luis Guzman. Hey, mate. I wonder how much money, like, you get a character actor like Luis Guzman, you know, who always plays the same kind of guy, like Randall Tex called him a thug, although they deliberately humiliate him by painting him with makeup. You remember? In The Fletch Lives, I think it is. And making him a rapist. But a guy like Luis Guzman, who, it says here, IMDb, he used to be a social worker. Oh, that doesn't make me like him so much. But a social worker, then an actor. But he's been in a lot of movies. I mean, obviously he makes a living from it. How many millions does Luis Guzman mean? I'd like to know, man. Luis Guzman is known as Hector in every film. Hector. The guy asking the baby snatcher if he shouts before his fights, he's a wrong. Yeah, and he tried to make a joke out of it by asking Itauma if you shout before his Itauma's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? You don't get the reference. And I can't stand the guy. Was no. I'm so old. I remember Mrs. Mangle. So do I. Was she Neighbours at Home Away? Mrs. Mangle. Neighbours, right? Kylie Minogue. There was an actor who did really well in Hollywood that played. He was a bodybuilder originally, and then Jason Donovan, who's actually a Batty man. I know someone who had an affair with him. Do you like Andy Lee? Yes, I do. He seems likable. I mean, people always say, "Oh, is he a great trainer?" It's a bit difficult. It depends whether people you need that link with a trainer, like a guy to inspire you. And for some reason, maybe that's why Ben Davison does well. Apart from, I'm sure he's got links with the right people. But like, if you get, what are you going to teach Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, or Joe Calzaghe? Nothing much, nothing at all, really. But you can certainly get them, make sure you inspire them, get them fit. I mean, but it's a bit weird. If I was sitting in the corner and Ben Davison was going, Triple B, what you got? He's got this kind of weird, Triple B, what you got to do is you got to throw more jabs and do this and do that. And I'd be like, why are you telling me what to do, you bum? You've never even had a fight. Yeah? Mrs. Mangle was in Neighbours. Joe Mangle was a son. Oh, Joe Mangle, yeah, he was cool, man. Bouncer the dog, R.I.P. Bouncer. Guy Pearce, yeah, that's it, Chuck. Mike from Neighbours became a Hollywood star. Yeah, he did some good films. What was that film in reverse or whatever? The guy that loses his memory. I watched that in Amsterdam. I went over to see some pals in Amsterdam. I went to the movies. Of course, we was high on the greens. And we watched that film. And when you're high on greens and you watch something that's deep, man, it can mess your head up, man. Yeah, he did. I fancied Henry the Mechanic. Oh, you mean with the curly hair and the mullet? Yeah, he was big muscle. He was thick in Neighbours, but he was muscly, didn't he? And he had these like big breastises. But yeah, he used to walk around in like kind of singlets and yeah, Henry. I wonder what happened to Henry. You think it's like that gay chairs being spit roasted by skins and yeah, I mean, I put money on it. I bet Neighbours is all woke today. I mean, yeah, who would when I got to a certain age, I was like, I can't believe I'm watching this and care about this shit. Because people I still know red pill people that watch EastEnders. Like, are you serious? I said, well, we just like to chill out and relax and and I'm like, yeah, but really? Oh, Memento. That's the film with the Pierce guy that you were talking about, Guy Pearce. Yeah. Is Gay J the giver or receiver? ST, do you watch my videos or not? He's the bottom. Huh? He's the post box. He's not the shirt lifter. He's the pillow biter. He's not the he's the socket, not the plug. Do you understand me? Okay, the film I was talking about, I can't believe no one's seen this film. Okay, it's called The Limey. The Limey, which is a stupid name, right? But it's this English guy. His daughter, who bizarrely speaks Australian, gets whacked in America, and he goes over and he tries, and he's a gangster, an old English gangster. And he goes over there trying to find out who killed me daughter, who made me daughter brown bread, who made me daughter brown bread, and but it's good. It's called The Limey. It's worth a watch. I'm not saying it's the best film in the world. It's got Peter Fonda in too, but yeah. Oh, and I don't play any of the trailers because I'll probably get demonetized. But yeah, The Limey. Watch it, man. It's not bad. Guy Pearce is a bummer, is he? He sort of disappeared, though, didn't he? Because he made a Memento film and then he disappeared. But he's got a kid with a woman. Yeah, so is Gay J. So is Philip Schofield. Yeah. John Travolta's biggest love was a woman. Elton John was married. Show me, where did you grow up? Many places, man. Many places. But I came to London when I was 16. And I couldn't believe how aggressive certain communities were. Because I come from the country. I was looking at AK Skins Instagram before. No in hell that guy saw fruit. There is, funny enough, one of my fans gave me a text with a picture of Skins. Oh, Goodman's coming in. The Aussie. Australian fans. Jared. Your boy's coming in. Can anyone tell me about Sam Goodman? I didn't watch him, but I thought the fact he's a good boxer and he's unbeaten, and the fact that Nick Ball's overrated, I think, especially as a puncher, I thought Goodman on points. I got 7-1. Yeah, Bobby Ball's about to fight. All right, the Limey. Oh, you seen it? Has ever seen when he shouts at all these guys? Tell them, oh, I'm coming. That's it, man. Yeah, good boy, man. Yeah, well done, bro. Yeah, but I'm gonna add it to my list. The Limey. But I prefer to watch some new films. What is there? People have been giving me some films, so I'm going to try and watch some new films. I didn't. Oh, In Between, the series was great, but I stopped watching it not because I don't like it. I'm going to finish it. I kind of binge watched it, but the reason I stopped was because I fell into. I don't want to sound like a Ricky Hatton or Tyson Fury. Go, mental health, but I felt low for a bit, and I couldn't. It's a very dark film, and I felt, you know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't watch happy-go-lucky films. They don't cheer me up, but I just thought there's a real darkness because I really like the Ray Shoesmith guy, but he's also very dark, man. Spain. What are you talking about? Are you from Spain, bro? Limey, good movie. Yep, Jared. Yep, Angel, aka Melissa George, was in it. Although I think she's dead in it. I don't even think she has a speaking role in it. I think they have a few, pictures of her and like some flashbacks. Oh yeah, of course, Mad Max is a classic Australian film. But to me, my favourite Aussie film, Romper Stomper. My favourite Aussie series, Mr. In Between. Just because Guy Pearce is a gay ditch going up his batty doesn't make him gay, guys. That's ignorant. Of course, you can have a Corey and still be a woman. You guys are so ignorant. We all bleed the shame. I think everyone goes for a dark spot in their life. Yeah, I do. Every bloody month or two, That's when I go quiet. I thought you said you grew up there. No, I didn't. I said I was born there. I was born in Spain, but I didn't grow up there. I was left when I was 1. Okay, mate. Are you from Spain, Jose? I speak a little bit of Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal, hombre? ¿Qué tal, cabrón? I'd rather speak it with like a Mexican accent than a Latino style accent. Like Luis Guzman. Hey, Carlito, mate. You're back, mate. They always say, man, I'm Benny Blanco from the Bronx. I think Benny Blanco's from Puerto Rico, though, right? Carlitos Way, they're all Puerto Ricans, right? Great film, Carlitos Way. Again, I hate to talk about these Hollywood films because I don't like to big up because they're sick. I lived there till I was 16, but my mum was English. Oh, Jose Maki. Do you speak good Spanish? Give me some Spanish. I want to read out some Spanish. It's a nice language, Spanish. It's quite easy to learn as well. It's not. There's certain languages that are really difficult. Polish, Russian, French is quite difficult to write because they've got all these agreements and these silent words. Even English is quite odd for some foreigners because though, Though, is pronounced though, but thought, Thougght, is thought, not. Do you know what I mean? And Champ Nick Ball, hey, Ken Diggle, 0.12 to 5. What does that mean, bro? Let's know when the fight starts, she'll be legend. Oh, I'll commentate on this one. Oh, it's got other. Is that the same Rongan referee as we had? I can't believe that referee again, the Adeleye Hrgovic fight. It was just awful. Luckily, it didn't change what happened. Tony Ronnie, you ever watched In Bruges? Should be. That's a great film. I did watch it. Unfortunately, I can't remember what happened. It's got that Colin guy, the Irish guy. I like Irish people. I've got a lot of Irish fans. Irish people are very warm. They're good fun. I like to get a day drink on. Oh, 12-5 price, Nick Ball on points. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't watched enough of Goodman. I literally just put, that's the misuse of the word literally. I actually just put on the bet on Goodman because I thought he's unbeaten. He'll be up for it. He can obviously box. I think Ball's a bit overrated, and I got 7-1, so that was worth it. But I don't know anything about Goodman. Never watched him box. If you want to make a serious bet, you have to watch people fight. You have to know them. You have to know styles, such as when I bet on Jai Orpetaya, and that's the correct pronunciation. After about 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, I've learned, thanks to a Samoan Us, of how to pronounce Jai Orpetaya. It's Orpetaya. Funnily enough, if you go online, there's a video, and Jai says it's Opetaya. He pronounced it Opetaya, but he's half Australian. He doesn't actually speak Samoan. So I take the real Samoan, the Us. I take the Us. The Us said is Jai Opetaya. So that's how I'm pronouncing it. However it sounds, it's written. Yeah, in Spanish. Yeah, that's what I love about Spanish. It's Italian as well. Both easy languages to learn, both lovely languages. I don't know which I prefer. I don't think I have a preference. They're both pretty equal. I speak a bit of Italian, a bit of Spanish, to get by. However it sounds, written. Rare for me to misspell a word. I don't know in English. You need to know 2 languages: the written one and the spoken one. Yeah, and then there's Scouse, and then there's Scouse English, which is a different thing altogether. Anybody want to give a super check? Anybody want to give a super check? Right, Nick Ball, first round. I watched this fight. I got a bet on it on Goodman. So Goodman's meant to be a decent boxer, but looking around, most people were predicting that Ball would stop him. But I'm going for Goodman on points. And it's a 12 round. Yeah, he chopped down on Ball's head quite well there. I mean, Ball's got some great work rate. He's not nearly as much of a puncher as they pretend. Oh, he's the 5'2" Whyte Scouts version of Mike Tyson. Well, no, he isn't, man. ST, I would have given up boxing, but I saw you bet £10 for Adames to beat Shiraz in play, and they robbed it. That was disgraceful. It was one of the worst robberies I've ever seen. Shiraz won 1 round at the most. Terrible bet. But I've done other good bets. 14-1 on Babic to get knocked out in 1 round by the Polish dude, who then got smoked by Coley. 9-1 Fisher in a round. Loads of them, man. I basically, as long as you're in profit, you might win. Let's say you only win 1 bet out of every 3, but you're in profit, then you're doing great. You bet on value. You bet on value. In route. Yeah, I mean, Nick Ball, you've got to give him some credit for just keep on going. He's determined. He's got heart. He just carries on. He beat Raymond Ford, who we saw earlier, against Abraham Nova, the Puerto Rican with the ginger chin, who I like. But, he went from Puerto Rico to the States and now lives in the Dominican Republic, mate. He probably with Luis Guzman. Yeah, so Ball's winning this round, and he's landing some couple of hard shots, especially the overhand right. Goodman holds his chin a little high, so I'm not very confident in my bet. As I said, I've never watched Goodman fight. I actually did it only so I'd have some interest in the fight, because otherwise I wouldn't care. And I just thought, well, I do think Ball's overrated. So, how do you think Ball would do against Inoue? Oh, good shots by Goodman. Why did the ref stop it? What? The ref said he hit it behind the head. And firstly, he didn't. This is the same dodgy ref, isn't it, as Adeleye Hrgovic, where he looks at him. He just turned off Goodman for a shot behind the head, which wasn't behind the head. And the only reason, if it was near behind the head, it was because Nick Ball turned his head right around like that. Well, yeah. So, let's say you box like that all the time. So every shot is going to be illegal. Portuguese sounds good. It sounds to me like Russian. It's quite weird. It's like a mixture between Spanish and Russian. Yeah, Loe. Hope you're good, bro. I'm good. I'm even, no glazing, as the Utes say. No glazing. I'm even better now that I've seen you come to the live show. Ball has decent punch and variation. Yeah, I do like him as a fighter. Does anyone remember Paul Hocko Hodkinson? He was my favourite fighter. One of them, when I was a Ute. He had very bad skin for swelling up. and but he was very aggressive. He had a small moment in the sun, but he got beaten up by a Mexican, whose name I can't remember. But I always used to like Paul Hocko Hodkinson. He also had a brother Kevin who boxed. But yeah, I hope Hocko's okay, man. Does anyone remember Hocko? Ball is a unique fighter. I wouldn't go as far as to call him unique, but he's got a nice aggressive come forward style. And you know, if you look at his footwork, it's not bad either. He'll move back and forth. I once saw an old boy who was like 80. He was a trainer, and he goes, "Look, boxing is not that difficult." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You just take half a step back and then half a step forward." And I was like, "Really? Is it that simple?" In some ways, he's right. You take half a step back, and the guy misses his shot, and then you take half a step forward and whack him. He's got a great engine. Do we think it's PED driven? He's very muscular, Ball. I'd be surprised. I mean, Goodman definitely doesn't look like he's on the PED-ish. Fergus. Goodman isn't using his jab to keep ball off. Hopefully he'll switch off. Yeah, I mean, that's what... He almost seems to be a bit... He hangs his chin out a bit, which is dangerous against a hooker like Ball. Apparently Max Jenkins was set to fight George Fox, but Jenkins pulled out with Sunder. Yeah, I don't know whether that's a joke or not, but George Fox would knock him out in 15 seconds, even though he's a bum as well. Yeah, Ball does always win on the road. Good point. What time in round two? 1:37, 1:36, 1:35, 1:34. I'll call it when the round comes in. My boy ST always wants to get this. I'm watching the stream. I've got 3 streams, so if any of them fall out, I've got backup. So at this point, what do I think will happen? Who said Ball on points? Someone said Ball on points. Who said Ball on points at 12-5? That's looking a decent bet. I know we're only in round 2, but that's looking a decent bet. Who said... I'm looking at the comments. Who said... Oh, I can't find it. But yeah, In Bruges. Yeah, the film. I've seen it, but I can't remember it because I'd got my drink on. Colin Farrell, right? Always got to be in sync with the main boss. Yeah, of course, it makes it better because, like, I sometimes get people and they comment, "Oh, he's been knocked down." I'm like, it hasn't happened yet on my stream. Even when I've got a legitimate bought pay-per-view, there's always a lag. Always a lag. Are you back sleeping properly? Yes, I am, brother. Thankfully, because it can really make you in a bad mood. A couple of times I took a couple of... See, I got all these, like, herbal things, CBD and herbal things. They didn't seem to make much difference. I got some weak sleeping pills you get over the counter, but I'd only take them if I just could not sleep. But yeah, thank you very much. How many judo throws will Ball do this? I trained judo for about 2 years as a youth. I think it's slightly underrated because you know. Oh, here's Hug Coley with some woman. That probably is sitting there wishing Geiger Chad would come over to her dressing room and take care of business. Experience and seasoning from the Triple B. Hey, you white boys don't season day food. I think the story about Fox and Jenkins is legit. Mention it if you don't. Jenkins has escaped. He went to Malta and then he escaped to Thailand because I believe he's probably been investigated for. There's some people say there could be his gym got burnt down. Very suspicious. He was in big debt. By the way, God bless everyone here. Remember, Christ is King. Christ is King. And some miracles have happened in my life. And all the predictions are coming true. So remember that. You doubt Goodman will hit a final bell. Okay. But Ball normally looks good after 3 or 4 rounds, not from the start. That's a fair point. Yeah, he steps it up. Yeah. He wears you down, doesn't he? He does just throw endless punches. That work rate he's got is phenomenal. I don't want to sound like Adam Smith and use endless adjectives. But he's a phenomenal midget. If Paul was 5 inches bigger, it'd be very hard to beat. Yeah, but I think he uses his height very big. I remember I sparred a guy. Ooh, someone's mouth guard has come out. Whose is it? Someone's gum shield has come out. Is it Ball's gold shield? He got hit by a decent shot, I think, and the referee, he's turning his head, which is illegal because then you get hit on the back of the head. And then the referee is just not caring. He's letting the action go on. He must be trained by Otto Wallin. He's letting the action go on and not interrupting the action. Right, come on now. Stop time. Yeah, there we go. I actually give him a big up for actually not stopping the action. She looks tasty. Oh, that girl, Chloe. Come back to check in fight. Come on, man. He's the biggest bum inside of boxing. The biggest. Adam the hard drive Smith or Adam the base Smith? Adam hard drive in the basement Smith with Maddie. Ooh, Goodman's starting to look pretty decent actually. I like the colour of his gloves. They're burgundy. They match his shorts. A dark burgundy, I'd say. Or, you know, a very dark wine. A very dark burgundy. Well, Goodman's looking quite nice with the jab, bro. He keeps on cracking it in Nick Ball's face. We've got to fight. We've got to fight. We've got to fight. Goodman's pissing this round. And Ball is not that happy. But he'll just do what he does, which is continue to come forward and throw hooks to the heat. Look, the referee is having a go at Goodman. The referees are so biased on this bill, man. Nick Ball's apparently got swelling on the eye too. Has he? Let's have a look. Oh, no. I've dropped out. Come on. My stream's dropped out. Okay, let's start it again. Come on, boy. Sweet. We're back. We're back in the game to rule and conquer. You sing for holes and sound like the Cookie Monster. I'm still giving this round to Goodman. The judges probably won't. But this is his first round, Goodman. Yep. He landed a great right hand right on Ball's chin, but he's not a big puncher, Goodman. None of these pussy holes at midget weight are. Do you think Ray Ford would win the rematch against Ball? Yes, it was close, so potentially. I don't really rate Ray Ford that much. I watched him against Nova. He's not that great anyway, and even though I like him, he's a character. But you know, he's probably finished now, really, at the top level. Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. The first one was. I mean, Nick Ball edged it. I'm glad they gave it to Ball because I think he did edge that fight. So mid-round, we say thank you to Double RH25 for the 199. Shane the Legend Bongos with the 666. He's not hanging out with Kirst tonight. Kirst ain't on. And my boy Mike Norris with the fiver. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, brothers. Ball looks like Sonny Edwards if he ate 3 shredded wheat every day growing up. Yeah, they say. What do you say? What's the catch line for shredded wheat? So, oh yeah, Andy Lee's scorecard is 29-28 to Goodman. I won't hugely disagree with that. I like Andy Lee. Someone asked me, do I like him? Yes, I do. I think he's a good boxer. He's a likable guy. He knocked out a nonce, Julian Jackson's son, and I'm a big fan of Julian Jackson. So you imagine I was very upset when I found out that Julian Jackson's son, who's called something like John Jackson, got knocked out by Andy Lee spectacularly, one of the best knockouts, and he ended up being a grapist, which is a shame because I really like Julian Jackson, and he's still got the same flat top haircut. Julian Jackson is a fighter you want to watch, you know. He's the Virgin Islands version of Wayne Alexander, or Wayne Alexander's the British version of Julian Jackson. Goodman needs the ref to stop being so biased. Well, unfortunately, they always pick it. You saw how biased. I think it was this ref. It may not be. He might just look the same. But he was so biased in Adelaye's favour. It was pathetic. Goodman's boxing really well. You know, he's making Bull go backwards as well. He lacks power, but he is boxing well and he's landing good shots. Thoughts on John David Jackson as a trainer or as a fighter? As a fighter, one of the best fights you will ever see, and one of the craziest fights you'll ever see, and I've got to do a video on it, is Jorge Castro from Argentina vs. John David Jackson. John David Jackson is bashing him up. I remember watching it live, or I didn't know the result when I watched it. It might have been on a replay, but in those days you didn't have the internet, so you had to wait until 1 or 2 days afterwards to know the result, right? And John David Jackson is absolutely waxing Jorge Castro, and he's battered him. I think his eyes was closed, and I was just like, even then, I stopped the fight, man. Come on, man. And then blap, Jorge Castro from Argentina, a warrior, one of the gutsiest, toughest displays I've seen, and he ends up knocking out John David Jackson. Sparkle. But I like John David Jackson. He got into he got back. You know, I like fighters that when they retire, they still have, you know, a life, something to do. Because it's quite hard when you retire early, and then now what? Now what? You know, you've got to have some income. So John David Jackson is a well-respected trainer. Who did he train? Sergei Kovalev, who was apparently racialistical. But, you know, didn't he call Adonis Stevenson a monkey or something? Oh, good shots by both men. Good shots by both men. Goodman is tough, confident, and fit. That's a dangerous combination. Cyborg. Hey, what's up, Cyborg? Great to see you, my brother. Ball is one-dimensional. Oh, hey, Dev Sony, hello. Oh, Dev Sony. Hello, Dillian. Hello. Oh, what a stupid question. Dillian Whyte, how much does it mean for you to win? What's he going to say? Oh, nothing. It means nothing. I don't care who wins. Oh, what a stupid. Come on, man. Dev Coronation Chicken Sani don't know nothing about boxing. He's never boxed. Tyson Fury spoke highly of Ball recently. He didn't mention his he didn't mention his Corey though, so it's probably in proportion with the rest of him. Tyson would have said if it was large, yeah. I probably thought Shane. He probably said Shane. I can't be bothered to inspect this card. There's no way this card has got any girth or any length. I got a bet on Goodman, Cyborg. So did I. I put a $5 on Goodman on points. And it's looking like a decent bet so far. But judging by how biased the ref is, it may well be reflected in the judges' scorecards. But Andy Lee has it even. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that after 4 rounds. What are your thoughts on training Jonathan Banks? I don't think any of these trainers are special. Like I said, we're even going to teach Tyson Fury, Joe Calzaghe, even Floyd Mayweather, whoever, Mike Tyson. What are you going to teach them about fighting? Huh? You learn how to fight when you're on the amateurs and when you're a kid, and you get taught how to. Oh, good shot, my Ball. Goodman hurt that. Goodman felt that. He's hurt. Not badly, but he's hurt. He was definitely hurt by that shot. He's gutsy, this Ball. And like, I can't remember, sorry, which one of you fans said it, but yeah, he warms up after 3 or 4 rounds, doesn't he? I quite liked it when he knocked out Tyson Fury's little gimp. The worst speller in the world. Oh no, Goodman's back though. The problem with Goodman is he hasn't got that much power. Sam, pretty good. Goodman. Did you make that up, bro? Big up, Chubby. Thank you, Be Safe TV. And oh, that is one ugly guy you've got in your avatar. I mean, but I quite like Big Ron. I used to hate him. I think, why has this guy got a job? He's clearly DI. He's about 6'10", and you know what's the expression? He talks like he swallowed a dictionary. But actually, I find him quite fun, and he's a lot better than Adam Smith and those other guys. So Big Ron, actually, I quite like. Coronation Street Dev is leagues above Queensbury. Yeah. This is obviously a Ball round thus far. We've got a minute left. He's got such a good work rate, Ball. That's the problem. If you're fighting, he's got such a good work rate. and he jumps in and out quite well. You know, in range, out range, in range, out range. But Goodman is, you know, if you had Goodman ahead after the 4th round, I'd have no problem with that. And if he had it even. Goodman reminds me of Taylor a bit. Taylor, you mean the tenacious, tough Irish icon Katie Taylor? Which Taylor? There you go. Adeleye just shouted, "This is what he does." It's I wonder what the judges, how the judges have seen it. Well, it's what you like, isn't it, Barry? He's such an idiot, man. Do you think Tyson takes a measurement with wood? Without wood? Oh, that's a simple question. I don't know the logistical demands of Corey measuring, but that's a very interesting question, and maybe we need to do a video on that. Tyson doesn't own a tape measure. No, he doesn't. Shane Fury does, though. Shane Fury is the measurer. Shane Fury carries the bag with the equipment. You know, like a doctor's got a bag, you know? Well, it's the same thing, but instead of having, you know, a thermometer and stuff like that, they have Corey measuring equipment. Nick, the Whyte Gamboa law, he didn't say that. Please don't tell me he said that. Oh, lovely screw shot. He says that a lot, doesn't he? Butthead Barker, screw shot. Yeah, I have it 3-2 to Ball, I guess. For the first time in history, all 4 biros in Steve Bunce's pencil case will belong proudly in the Batty Hole of One Ugandan hooker. Well, actually, it's 5 biros, blood, but thank you. Oh, Josh Taylor. Nah, Josh Taylor's way more skilled. Oh, wait, hang on. You talking about Goodman here? Oh, you're talking about Goodman, not Ball, right? Taylor's got more pop in his punch. He looks like him, actually, physically. Physically, you're actually right. He does really look like Josh Taylor. His body shape, his face, but he's got decent boxing skills. Taylor is a very, very underrated boxer. You know, I'm quite glad he isn't part of the system, though. So they'll never give him an OBE or whatever, which is good. Who'd want that? Who is it who said they'd throw it away? Some Rasta man. I'd throw it away, you know. I'd throw it away. Blood clot. I think they only give OBEs for nonsense anyway, don't they? Didn't Stuart Hall and Jimmy Savile get an OBE? My boy Shane. Come on, guys. It can't only be Shane promoting the channel. The legendary Shane. But thank you very much. I mean, you know, I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you and Kirst have a great weekend next weekend. She sounds lovely. She came on the channel. It's good to have some women on the channel. We've got Sonika Blade here. The kids don't know what a pencil case is. Well, yeah, I mean, good point. Could they even write? Oh, I've got dyslexia. No, you just haven't listened. And you're a bum. You know, like if you look at kids these days, and by the way, I feel sorry for them because I think they go through a very, very, very tough existence with all the rubbish that's pushed on them, the chemicals, the psychological nonsense. They've all got, you know, oh, I'm bipolar, oh, I'm ADHD, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. And there is some truth in that because they've been poisoned. Be safe. Yes, be safe. Yes, Louis. He's a nice little boxer, Goodman, but he does get caught a little too much. He holds his head a little too high. When he sees what you should do, I don't want to sound like, you know, I'm doing the pub corner man thing, but what he should do, Goodman, is when he sees, as soon as he sees Ball ready to jump up, just put your hands up and block them. Don't hang your chin out. He hangs his chin out too much. He's got a good chin, Goodman, by the look of things. If you're offered an OB or an MB would accept, well, firstly they wouldn't, but no, I wouldn't. I'd deliberately not. Or maybe I'd do it just for their lols, and I'd film them, and I'd say something rude. I'd say, oh, King Charles, I thank you so much. It's such an honor. It's such an honor. As a Triple B, you know, I was brought up in violence. I was brought up in the street. But now it shows you can go from the street, and if you want it enough, you can achieve anything you want. So thank you, King Charles. And by the way, also, I was so sorry to hear about your best friend, Jimmy Savile. What a shame, man. I miss him too. Oh, Harlem Eubank's there. Harlem Eubank. He threatened to stab Prince Patel. He actually threatened to stab Prince Patel. And of course, no one talks about that. It didn't make... Maybe I'm going to drain the lizard in a minute. I've not been scoring this one. I haven't really. But I would say it's probably 4-2 to ball. My son has autism, ADHD. He's been poisoned. It's at least partly genetic. I mean, I agree. There is... I mean, a lot of these conditions are to an extent real. But they are encouraged. I mean, you get all these fake people. They're claiming, "Oh, I'm bipolar. I'm this. I'm that. And the other." And also, it's not surprising so many kids are unwell because they've been poisoned psychologically and physically with chemicals. That. So yeah, bro, I am not. I've met some genuinely autistic people. I mean, genuinely, and you can see it. And I don't mean on the spectrum. Oh, Andy has it even. Okay, interesting. But he's probably I trust him because he's been watching it. I haven't really. So yeah, I totally believe it. I've been diagnosed with all kinds of things, and I definitely am a bit messed up in the head. But it could be is it genetic? Is it psychological abuse? Is it poison? It's probably a mixture of all of them. Did you hear Eddie say my dad's on the flight list? No. Says Saudi is the home of boxing, disgraceful. Did he know what he was referring to? Because I remember on my old channel, I was one of I was the first guy that I went through I got an unredacted version of Epstein list, and I saw Hearn on it, and I released a video on it. I was the first guy to make a video on it, but that channel got stopped. Maybe something in our food and water that's causing issues. Well, of course, all the chemicals in the water and the fluoride and the women's pill and all these other things. Yeah. It's weird how normies worship the royal family. I mean, they're great for... I even know, really... He's landing, Goodman. He is landing. Nice, sharp shots on ball, but... good stuff from ball. No, every shot was blocked by Goodman. Every single shot was blocked. It's so bizarre. I know a super lefty, super liberal woman who's lovely, but I have to bite my lip until it bleeds, man, because even though she's kind, she's just moronical. And Sikh, she's moronical. And she was, I think the royal family are great. I said, why? Oh, they bring the country together. I said, how? How do they bring the country? Well, it's like when the Queen died, the whole country was together mourning her. Well, they weren't, firstly. Loads of people were laughing. I mean, what you think? The whole of Bradford was mourning. Come on, man, be serious, man. Oh, they bring the country together. The country can't be brought together because it's deliberately divided by means of divide and conquer tactics by the elitists. The oldest trick in the book. After this is the main fight, right? This looks like it's going to go the distance. Please, my Goodman. I say please. I want an honest decision. If Ball wins it, fine. Honestly, if he wins it in an honest fashion, I've got no problem. If they rob Goodman, I'm not happy. Richard Morphy. I didn't believe in ADHD until my son showed some actually quite debilitating, serious impacts. Yes. I'm not looking down on genuinely mentally unwell kids especially, but I do think that something's changed. In the Amish community, none of these conditions exist. None of these conditions exist. And because they eat organic food, right? They don't go to hospitals, they don't take medications, they don't jibber jabber, and they have the same life expectancy as the rest of the United States. And they've had that life expectancy for 300 years, when the life expectancy was 35 for a man. Yeah, Goodman lacks power. It's a shame. He uses angles. He does. He's a nice little boxer. Thank you very much, Richard. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it actually befuddles me how people can sit there. Poor people, working class people. Look at these idiots that own half of Britain. Andy Lee has Goodman 1 round behind now. I trust Andy Lee. He knows his boxing. And I think he's actually an honest guy. So I will trust Goodman. Andy Lee. So he's got Goodman 1 round behind. I think you could have it 1 round in front. You could have it even. They used to say, didn't they? Oh, you got to take the title from the champion. There's part of me that agrees with that. If it's close, I sort of yes and no. Sometimes I think, well, no, man. Someone win the fight and that's it. I think that's fairer. But if it's really close, then I sometimes think the champion should hang on to his belt. But these days, when there's so many belts, it's not the same. That cliche was phrased when there was 8 champions at 8 different weights and only 1 champion. So it's different now. They tried with the Tism label on my kid when her mum left. Oh, I taught her the history of psychiatric drug, big pharma industry, and she thinks God doesn't have a victim mentality. Oh, sorry, thank God she doesn't have a victim mentality. Yeah, because it's very easy to be talked into this by when the mainstream media bombards you with the same message over and over and over and over and over. That's programming. And TV is the most effective programming tool. They even said that. I think there's even a patent out for programming via TVs. See, Goodman's blocking a lot of these shots is one of the things that people are not seeing. Just as he takes a step back, I mean, this is a tight fight. I'm pretty sure that we'll give it to ball on points. Can someone remind me who went for ball on points? Because that's looking like a good bet. My granddaughter's autism. I ain't got it, but processed food is also, unfortunately. And there's a book on processed food. I only read about the first third because I didn't have to read anymore. I knew it anyway. I'm like, well, come on, man. It's well written and well researched. Now, how all these processed foods are not foods. They're packed with chemicals, with sugar and salt, so that people like them. But there's a lot of them have zero nutritional value. What you think a pot noodle is food? It's not food. Organic stuff is food. Properly organic. I don't mean the organic label. Yeah, I have to bite my lip with my family members when they talk about their normie nonsense. I know they never accept what I said, so it's pointless arguing. Yeah, sometimes you just have to. It's just too late in the day. But some people listen. Yes, the lads. Any links? So many autists these days. Yeah, and why? That's the question. That's the question we all need to be asked. Why are there so many kids being diagnosed with mental issues? And have you noticed how many young kids I see with really thick glasses? Suddenly, it's like your eyesight should be great until you're, reach 50s, really. Your favorite boxer on TV right now, Triple B? On the TV right now, as we watch, or in general? I don't know. I'd have to think about it, man. On the bill tonight, my favorite is obviously the Geiger Chad Hrgovic. Oh, here we go. Richard Murphy. Thank you. Yeah. Ultra processed by Chris Murphy. I love a pot noodle. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't like the pot noodle. Bachelors do these Chinese ones, and I occasionally will eat one. But if you occasionally is okay. It's just if that's your regular food, right? If you see families, and they're usually middle class, because they got the money. Oh, Andy has it even. I agree. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Often it's quite middle class because they've got the money to afford better food. If you feel poor, then a lot of the food that I mean, you can actually eat well if you don't have a lot of money. I do it, but I go around all the supermarkets and I look for the proper food, the natural food that is reduced, the yellow ticket, or that I have a coupon on. Yeah, so I eat pretty well. But a lot of people are lazy and they'll just get them huge 12-inch pizzas from Iceland that are $1.99. So yeah, during the 70s, Leigh Taylor, Canadian Professor Marshall McLuhan warned if children have a disproportionate ratio of reading, socializing, TV, being out in nature, I guess it'll mess them up, right? And they turn on him. Of course they turn on him because they hate the truth. They can't handle the truth. The people can't handle the truth. And the elitists don't want the truth to come out. Look at that guy, right? Who not invented. He was part of the crew that discovered DNA at Cambridge. And later on, he made a comment about Africa civilizations living in sophisticated societies is not possible because of IQ issues. And he got his OBE or CBE stripped and he got cancelled. And now no one wants to listen to him. This is one of the most intelligent guys who was very important in the discovery of DNA. It's ridiculous. Better awareness of autism. I was just naughty and clever back in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had a really good friend. I haven't seen him for years now because we don't live in the same area anymore. Who was properly autistic. I mean, he couldn't get a job. He lived in special accommodation, but he was bright. He was very funny, and this is weird. He was one of the best rappers I've ever known. I just let him rap. I say, okay, do one of your raps. He'd drop them, and I'd drop words. Conor McGregor, this, that, and the other, and he just dropped them into his raps. It was incredible. It's like that Harry Mack. Have you seen that Harry Mack? I don't think he's autistic, but he's a really good rapper. As parenting got worse, absolutely, but also there's broken families, and which makes a difference. You've got a whole generation of people brought up by single women. You need the male role model and the female role model, right? Because they teach different things. You've got different personality types. The lady will be more caring, nurturing, kinder. The man will teach them about being about dealing with the rougher side of the world. Fresh fruit, veg cheaper than all these ready meals. It's mostly laziness, not costly. I agree, actually, Musgrave, to some extent. I eat very well. I sometimes eat rubbish, especially when I'm just when my mental health is depressed, and I go to the kitchen and it's full of washing up, and I just go, no, you could say I suffer from mental health problems. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you shop with discretion and you don't spend all your money on vapes, fags, beer, stupid tattoos, Netflix, then you can eat well, and it doesn't cost that much. You just have. Asda had a deal a couple of months ago, and they went back to the 80s prices. I bought a broccoli and a bag of carrots for 8p each. I made a beautiful stew tonight. It's a bit of myth, healthy eating is expensive. Yep. I'm agreeing with you. I think you're right. I just think it's too easy to eat cheaply with rubbish food. Yeah, but you can eat healthy on a budget. As I say, it takes a lot more planning and effort. Right. It takes planning and effort. Okay. Goodman, 1 round ahead, according to Andy Lee. Yeah, this has been a good fight. So the rare thinker, right on time. Yeah. Goodman is a 1 round up, according to Andy Lee. RH will not feed his son any of that shit. Good. That's why at 3 and 5 years of age, they're kangs. Sweet. Good. God bless you, brother. And I'm good. Great here. I hope to homeschool them both. It's difficult, but it's way worth it. The only thing you really need to know about homeschooling, is you need to teach them very good English and good maths, and teach them about the law, and teach them about morals. You don't need to teach them about all this nonsense they fill the poor kids' heads with. Yep, latex. Getting sufficient amount of fats is important. Just important as fluids for the brain. Yeah, but for years in the I think the 90s was the worst. They told us that fat is bad and it'll make us fat. Yeah, but who did that? Who funded that? Who funded that research? The sugar industry. Little Musgrave, bring back the cane. Yeah, are you sure about that, man? But discipline's important. Do you think Rudge Monsters and Bummers should be able to adopt? No, no, and no. Why are the odds 7-1 on Goodman if he was winning by a round? Well, that's only according to. Is that what it is in place? 7-1. I mean, I would say give it a fiver, but after the Adames Shiraz rip-off, I put on the fiver on Goodman on points at 7-1 before the fight. Now let's look at in play. I'll tell you what it's like in play. I just listen to Anderson, like he pretends he's a, he pretends he's an expert. Oh, and he's doing the right thing. What do you know? You've never even bloody boxed. You're a bum. Oh, sorry. I was just looking at Hamzat vs Duplessis. I thought Jarkus was the favourite. This is UFC. I'm sorry. What was that? I should be looking at boxing. Sorry. So what we see here in play? What we see here in play? We are seeing. Yeah, Sam Goodman's 4-1 to win. 4-1 to win. Oh, Double RH 199. Thank you, brother. God bless you. I don't talk to pagans. I won't shake their hands. Yeah, I find it upsetting when you meet red-pilled people and they're pagans. I'm like, but do you not see how you're contradicting a lot of your beliefs? Good stuff, bro. Thanks for the 199. Fergus, my boy Fergus. Both fighters trying it, just been lacking that bit of man strength to end it. Yeah, just like shades of Ali. Kids were able to be out more in the 70s and 80s, less ADHD. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons. There's a bunch of reasons, you know. As I said, chemicals, jibber jabbers, psychological stuff, broken families, communities, that TV, endless TV, TikTok, you know. I got some neighbours that homeschool because they're devout Catholics, want to protect kids from Satan, lovely people there. What do you mean? No. I agree with it, bro. I mean, I'm not Catholic. I'm non-denominational, right? Because Catholicism, the Catholic Church, has been crooked for years. Look at all the nonsense they predicted. They did that in the Anglican Church too. I might still go to the odd service, but they're still representing corrupt establishment. But this is predicted in the Bible. They said in the end days, all the churches are going to be corrupt. In Eyes Wide Shut, by the way, they cut 25 minutes out of that from Stanley Kubrick. Oh, Adeleye has it even after 10. In Eyes Wide Shut, the scene where Cruz's character hands his daughter over to two men. The upper class are always about pushing past taboos. They're sick. Yeah, the super rich and the Aristoteles are sick. Sick people. All these pommy boxings telling me Ball was going to crush Goodman if you. Well, I didn't believe it, Cyborg. The problem is because none of these guys have watched these Aussie fighters, right? It's like the Jai or Pattaya fight against Maris. I said Maris is a super fighter, but Jai will win this, and I was right. And I also said in the rematch, it was actually Jai was 2-1 on to stop Bradis. I said I don't think he'll stop him. He'll go distance again. I was right again. Sick of being right. Damn sick to death of being right. Trippy, can you keep up with the non-boxing videos based content? It's so good. Oh yeah, I would always drop in some stuff, but it's mainly a boxing. But yeah, I'll always do that. I mean, some people are like, oh, can you stick to boxing? But most people actually like, the tangents. And I did a video. I like the tangents within boxing videos as well. Sam Goodman's dropped to 5-1 to win. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's all on the last 2 rounds as far as I'm concerned. But Ball, I haven't really concentrated, but seems to be winning this round. But yeah, I mean, all these guys saying Ball will walk through Goodman was pathetic. Even just by looking at his record, having never watched him fight, I was like, he will give Ball trouble because I know about styles. Oh, thank you, Subbook. You know your boxing nature. Well, it's been the obsession of my life. I love it. And I boxed. I've sparred against a world champion, a European champion. I sparred a future British champion when I'd never even had a fight, and when I'd done some Thai boxing, but not boxing. They're different. And I held my own against a future British champion. In the end, my boxing career was whack because, number one, yayo, pum pum, and drugs. Sorry, I've already said yayo, and drink. And two, I don't know, man. I just couldn't be bothered to get fit, and I just wanted to be macho rather than box properly. Yeah, I think Ball's winning this round, and this might edge in the fight. I've seen Will Smith's kid lately. He's always in a dress. Oh yeah, that one. What's his name? Sidney Smith or something. How many kids you got? Huh? Sonny Kiblé goes, ew. Exactly. Could be a hometown decision. This. What you mean? I mean, for me, it's very close, bro. When you say hometown, who do you mean? After this, I'm going to join the Lizard, and then we get the main fight. Did anyone pay for this fight? $15.99. Did anyone pay? Right in between rounds, I will say thank you to RH25. Thank you to Shane Bongos. Thank you to Martin Norris. Thank you to Shane Bongos. And thank you again to RH25. And remember, likes cost nothing. As Acoustics almost said, he was on it earlier. Just at least just like. You know, because that costs nothing. UK ball. Oh, what? So you think Goodman's winning, Louis? Yeah, I mean, I have got no problem with that. I think he's boxed well. I mean, I like, as I agree with Cyborg though. All the people who thought Ball would walk through Goodman, I was like, no, man, this guy's crazy. These guys crazy. They don't know shit about boxing. Let's see what happens in the last round, because it could be on this round. You could say it's a be on this round. Goodman's very fit. Well, so is Ball. They're both very fit fighters. Andy Lee has Ball 1 round ahead. I mean, nice shot by Goodman. I think Goodman realizes this round's very important, and he's throwing a lot of shots. I actually thought, for a minute, I thought he'd hurt Ball. I may be off balance. But, Ball, the first judo throw for Nick Ball. The first judo throw of the match in round 12. Wow, that's a surprise. Usually loves that move, the hip throw. I can't remember what it's called now, but he gets an ippon for that hip. No, that wasn't good enough for an ippon, so he doesn't get an ippon. Oh, good shot by Goodman. Bang on the chin. Bang on the chin, as Jim Watt used to say. Miss Jim Watt a lot. Miss Glenn McCrory. Miss Jim Watt. Wow, they're really going for it. This is a super last round. This is what we like to see, isn't it, Matthew? I wonder how the judges will have it. Well, it's what you like, isn't it, Barry? Yeah, bum. Oh, nice shot by Ball. I mean, good shot. I mean, this is they're standing toe to toe, and because Goodman isn't a puncher, Ball's eyelets bashed, man. But I think Goodman realizes to be sure of victory, he has to take this round, or to be sure of a chance of victory. Because I think you're right. It could be. This is Goodman's winning this round, but we've got 1.5 minutes left. 1.5 minutes left. What? Barker just said big shots here from Ball. I'm sorry, Goodman's pissing this round. Look, Goodman's pissing this round. All Ball shots are missing or hitting the gloves. These bums. I mean, Barker was an alleged world champion and he's a boxer for his whole life and he can't read a fight. The body shots from Goodman. Goodman is pissing this round and he's blocking all of Ball's shots. And Ball is all worked up and bashed up. I think Goodman... We've still got a minute, just under. But I would like to see Goodman win this fight. A, for the money. B, I think he's edged this. Unless something dramatic happens in the last 40-odd seconds of this fight, I think Goodman deserves to edge this fight. But I'm pretty sure they'll give it to Nick Ball. Right? And... Oh, good shot. Well done. I'm so glad Goodman showed his heart, his character. Goodman ahead, in my opinion. I actually agree with you, bro. And he's battering Ball in this round. He's absolutely battering Ball. I got Goodman winning. I agree with you, Cyborg. And I had Goodman on points at 7-1. All Ball shots are missing this round. It doesn't matter what you're throwing. If you're missing, good last round. For me, this is Goodman on points. Right? Cyborg says, no, I'm streaming it. Good boy. This fight close. Ah, sweet. Michael Maloney. Wagwan, my boy Michael. Michael's in the house. Wagwan. Yeah, we're good, man. It's good to see you here, bro. For the big fight. For me, I have Goodman winning on points. What does everyone else think? I have drained the Lizard in between rounds. And I've been live for almost 3 hours and I haven't drained the Lizard yet. So that's pretty impressive, considering Lizard draining has been an aspect of long shows. It goes down to the 3 judges. and it's how they see it. It's what you like, isn't it, Barry? Shut up. Jump in a lake. You're a bum. I'm sick of hearing your nonsense. You know nothing about boxing. You can fight your way out of a wet paper bag. You're a bum. Oh, I'm looking down at the collation of the scorecards. What do you mean, idiot? Where's the cacophony of noise? Dan Boxers, I think Paul's done what a champion needed to do. What, lose the fight? You idiot, Barker. Beavis and butthead Barker. I mean, he was a half-decent fighter, but he must be one of the luckiest guys to win a world title. So what do we think, man? Goodman by 1 or 2? I agree. Draw, says Bad Boy Randall. Well, that wouldn't be surprising. I got Goodman on points bet. So did I, bro. So did I. I didn't make a video on it, I don't think, but I think I mentioned it. Depends on how big the 3 brown envelopes are. Yeah, that's for damn sure as mustard. Yeah. Goodman won, but it's going to be a draw. I think Goodman deserves the win. And you know what? It will really annoy me if they don't give it to him because he was such an underdog. Yeah, he was mugged off. I'll tell you what, says Adam, we'll have a rematch of this one. Well, let's wait and see, who wins. But yeah, I mean, Goodman deserves to win, and Goodman should choose whether or not there's a rematch. But I'm a bit nervous, so I put a fiver at 7 to 1, so it's 35 quid, which when you poll will buy some nice organic food instead of some pot noodle nonsense or pizzas from Iceland. Okay, let's hear it. 117, 111. A terrible scorecard. 118, 110. Look at Goodman's face. No. Oh, they're giving it to Ball by. Oh my! Did you see those scorecards? What utter? Did you hear those scorecards? 118, 110 to Nick Paul. And what was the other one? 117, 111. That is disgraceful. John Smith said the Manlets win again. Manlet. That is terrible. Oh, those scorecards are an absolute joke. They are awful. And you saw Goodman's face. Did you notice that when they called out Judge whatever has 118, 110, Judge B has it 117, 111. His face like that because he knew he was getting robbed. 180. It's not stupid. Yeah, a blind weasel who didn't know nothing about boxing would have a better scorecard than that. Oh, that is disgusting, man. I apologise. Well, I don't have to apologise to myself because I'm the one who lost money and I'm the one who called Goodman as a winner. But I apologise to Sam Goodman and the Aussies for they robbed him because he's not a name. I mean, netball's not a name, but for some reason, Dev Coronation Chicken Sarnie with the enormous conch. I like ball, but that's so typical. Yeah, exactly. Sarnie time. Yeah. Coronation Chicken Sarnie. My stream has dropped. Okay, we'll quickly refresh that and get it going. It's been a good stream. Shut up. I'm sorry, I don't want to listen to your annoying voice. Look at Sonny. You defended his belt 3 times. Adam Smith chatting shit, saying the better man won. Goodman won it. I agree. I think it was close, but I do believe that Goodman won it. And even if you think Nick Ball won it, he didn't win it by 118 to 110, did he? He didn't win it by 118 to 110 and 117 to 111. That is terrible, man. Sonica Blade. Man, nah, exactly. I agree. A joke. Good to have another lady on the show. You see, people think I'm a hater because I don't like women's boxing, but that's because the quality is not good, and they keep on telling us how good it is when we're not watching good boxing, right? But of course, I love women boxing fans who are interested in most of my girlfriends, and I've had a lot. I hate to brag, but they really got into boxing. because the Chabri was into it. A couple of them saw me fight, and unfortunately, I did a terrible performance once. But I've been on the Yale all night. What do you expect? But yeah, and they, funnily enough, actually, a bunch of my girlfriends, you know, who had never really watched boxing before, the usual first comment is, "Oh, I don't like the one on the right shorts. Oh, they're awful." But they can actually read the fight better than the bloody judges, and better than Adam Smith. It's nuts, man. Dev talking rubbish. Well, that's what he does, isn't it? Back to me now. What are you guys talking about? Sonia Blade with the UK flag, the Union Jack. I actually think the United Kingdom should not be united. I think there should be a separate Scottish country, a separate Welsh country. I know they got a degree of separation, a separate Cornish country, and a separate English country. I believe in small countries with their own culture. You know, it's like Italy. Italy, because Italians are Italians, yeah, they're all tall, dark, and not tall. They're all dark and handsome. No, Italy has been so many different kingdoms over the years. You can't tell me that a Sicilian has got the same culture and DNA, right, as a guy from Trentino or Milan. Yeah? Or what about there's countries that have disappeared? Yeah? What's that in the north? In the northwest of Italy, what's that country called? I know it so much, but yeah, it was its own country and own kingdom, and then it was owned by France, and then it was owned by Italy, and now it's part of Italy, and it used to be its own country. Yeah, what's it called, man? Someone else tell me. But yeah, I mean, you can't tell me the Sicilians. And by the way, yeah, let me tell you about Sicilians. I read a lot about history. You know, that stuff fascinates me. You know, it fascinates me, history. You know, and let me tell you this: Sicilians were spawned by the N-word. Yeah, that's right. No, it's true. If you look into history, you see back in the day, Sicilians were like wops from the north. They all had blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay, and then the Moors moved in, and the Moors are the N-words. And they did so much smashing with Sicilian women, they changed the bloodline forever. That's why blonde hair and blue eyes became dark hair and dark skin. Yeah. So you are part eggplant. If you don't get the reference, I'm sorry, bro, but it's the San Marino. No, not San Marino. It starts with P. Northwest Italy. I know it. I must be getting early dementia. So it starts. Piemonte. So Piemonte was at one point its own country, and then it was also owned by the French, and then now it's owned by the Italians. But Italy was about like something like 8 different kingdoms. Sardinia. No, not Sardinia, bro. That's the island. But Sardinia should be its special place. So should Corsica. You know? I believe that people should have their own, no, not Sardinia, Piemonte. Or Piedmont, if you're French. The thing with history is, when you wake up, you realize that most of what we taught is lies and manipulated, right? And that all the borders are drawn and fake and nonsense. You know, like look at Iraq. One of them is a completely straight line, you know. Like these people are Iraqis and these people are Iranians or from some other country. It's all nonsense, man. A lot of them were set up by the British Empire as well. The House of Saud are originally from Iraq. Check their early life section. Now, not only that, but the Saudi Empire was set up by the Brits and Lawrence of Arabia, Monaco. Yeah, I mean, Monaco is another place, but that at least sort of has its own sort of independence of some description, right? I don't really know the ins and outs totally. How come we never had another Mike Tyson phenomenon? They've already talked about it, bro. 118, 110. I mean, that scorecard. It's not as bad. My stream's dropped. I hope this doesn't happen with a big fight. We're back. We back. 118, 110. I mean, it's not as bad as the Shiraz robbery, but that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Even if you had ball winning, you'd have him winning by 1 or 2 rounds. You would not have him winning by 8 rounds, would you? That's terrible. Joe Schmo, sorry, I misread that. Joe Schmo. Did Hrgovic fight? Yeah, he's already fought. He won. He battered Adeleye, dropped him. Won on points in the end, but won every round except one. And he had a really bad cut. Adeleye was very dirty. He kept on rubbing his glove in the cut, putting his head in with these big cornrows. But on the other hand, Adeleye did show heart, but I'm very glad that the Geiger Chad won. I thought it was a close fight. I thought it was a close fight too, bro. But I still thought Goodman edged it. And even if anyone thinks Nick Ball edged it, I'm fine with that too. But what I'm not fine with is 118 to 110 or 117 to 111. Those are just the worst scorecards. I was about to say the worst scorecards I've ever seen. Well, they're not, because I watch boxing. Shit, I might need to join the Lizard again. What is your shirt say, Chubby? The lives start now. This is one of my t-shirts. This one wasn't my best one, but it's one of my merch. The lives. Look at the size of Greenblatt's nose. We need to make sure we absolutely stick up with this fight. Us, the chat, and you, yeah, 100%. Because I don't want people to type in the result or a knockdown or something like that before it's before we've seen it. So yeah, let's try and sync up, man. Chloe Kelly thoughts, well, she's better than the men. She could play for the British team. The Lionesses have made me proud to be English. Chloe Kelly, serious thoughts. At least she said, I'm really proud to be English, and she seems slightly based, but she should be at home making a sandwich for her man. Oh, you got nothing on Big Mo. I quite like Big Mo, because I'll tell you why. I thought, oh, come on, why do you keep on bringing these Americans? But Big Mo, he used to have these terrible. They always try and have after Michael Buffer had the "Let's Get Ready to Rumble," which is actually pretty good. But after that, all the announcers want to have a tagline, don't they? The fight starts now. But Big Mo said, "Raise your glasses and let's get wild." That's so whack, man. I think he's dropped that now. But firstly, you may not be able to drink in the arena. Some arenas you can't. That's right. Raise your glasses and let's get wild. The reason I love Big Mo, so not love him, like him, no homo, is because he was a live show. I can't remember which show it was. I was on Insta, and he shaved his moustache off, and I was just giving him a couple of messages on his page, and he was answering them, even though he was at ringside. And he just done an announcement. He took the time to answer to my Insta. So I've got a soft spot for Big Mo. Good news, Hrgovic has potential. Lost half his pop fight. He did. Good to see him win with the fire. Oh, he had the fire, man. He was really fit. His work rate was incredible. His chin was incredible. And all the, British commentary were going wild every time he took about. He's hurt Hrgovic. I go, no, he hasn't. The Geiger Chad just took it on the chin and went straight back to business. But the problem is the Geiger Chad, he's a bit easy to hit and he cuts a lot. I said within the fight, the only chance Adeleye had, this was in the first round, and I was right. I said the only chance that Adelaide's got is to win by cut, because he's had a very bad cut, Hrgovic. Luckily they managed, and they even took him aside once, and I was like, oh no, man. But yeah, he's a good announcer. He seems likable as well. Not like Greenblatt. If you ask Greenblatt for a selfie, he refuses. You have to pay him for a selfie. Yeah, he wants the cash. I think he's still working. I don't know what he's working on. The ones that I really hate are Bruce Buffer, because the brother of Michael Buffer, I think, and he does UFC, and he goes so over the top, and it's all about him. And even the BKFC guy is so overdrive. And he goes up to fight. And Striker to place. And he goes right up to him. By the way, I just wanted to check. This is not a UFC channel, but I keep my eye on UFC. Like, to my understanding, to me, BKFC is the most exciting. Although nothing will beat a good boxing fight, especially a heavyweight boxing fight. Nothing will beat that in terms of excitement, in terms of what it means. So I want to look at the UFC, right? I will run through him, said Dillian Whyte, you know, blood clot. So he said, Dillian was born in Jamaica, but when did he leave? Because he hasn't got no Jamaican accent, really. He uses a few words like threatening me up. Okay, MMA. Let's look at MMA. So Dreykus is the underdog, 2.88. Oh, okay, that's interesting. What do people think of Hamza vs Duplessis? I hope Duplessis wins. I like him. He's based. He's a boy. Ah, Joseph Parker. I quite like Joseph Parker's haircut with a little lick he always puts in it. His videos are a bit fruity, but I always find Joseph Parker quite likable. He's a Samoan, and I like Samoans, so he's an Oos. I wonder if he called me Oos. I know he blocked me, didn't he? Yeah, I did a video, the Cardi. He goes, it was a takeoff of American Psycho, and he goes, "New Cardi, what do you think?" Anyway, you can watch it if you want it. And Parker ends up with the biggest Cardi, and I posted it. I didn't even post it on his. I don't think on Twitter. I posted it on his Twitter. I just tagged him in there, and he blocked. There must be a bit of truth then, huh? And now we've got the big fight. It's not been a bad night. Thank you. The fans have been great. The fans have been great. It's still time to super shackle. Time for a top up for the next one. Yeah, let's get wild. It's iconic. That is cringe, man. Raise your drinks and let's get wild. And everyone's just sitting there going, what? Honk, honk. Yeah. Hrgovic is a real jugger, Chad. What a chin. Oh, his chin's amazing. And it bugged me so much. Adam said, he's hurt Hrgovic. No, he hasn't. He's just hit him with 4 or 5 or 6 clean shots right on his Geiger Chad chin. And Philip's just gone back to business. You know? His legs didn't move. Tony Melody. Jimmy McLaren had some good nicknames. Check out his nicknames. He had about 8, but 4 of them are especially good. Check them out, man. Anyway, I don't think razor glasses will go down well in Saudi. It's a dry country. Well, it isn't anymore. I mean, it is, but there are places where you can get your drink on. And I always said they will slowly make Saudi into a Western-style country, and it's already doing it. All the old rules are starting to go, and they call it sports washing, but it's not just that. It's a lot more than that. They've actually opened hotels where you can buy, or at least one, where you can buy a drink. But I think there are certain restrictions. You have to be a diplomat, and you have to be, I don't know. But that's the first step towards starting to allow drink. Peter Richards, under 3 rounds either way, Whyte going to go for him straight away. I hope so. I don't like Bruce. I'm surprised the fighter's not butted him for getting so close to their faces. Yeah, you're getting ready for the biggest fight of your life. You've got this idiot pointing in your face. Andy Lee ankles. I don't know what that refers to. John Smith. I watched MMA for a long time, but it's gotten so boring the last few years. Don't even check results anymore. They just don't have any stars. And the one that should be a star is Tom Aspinall. But they keep on hiding him away. And they don't let him fight John Jones. Macho Gavacho. What's up, Macho Gavacho? Macho Camacho Gavacho. Bruce Buff says, number 2 reason I don't watch UFC. Number 1 is the way the organization treats fighters. And I also don't like the crotch sniffing. I prefer it. The stand-up stuff's awesome. Hamzat said, they want a star, but there aren't any. And they could make a star of Aspinall. He's an incredible fighter. He even had a heavyweight pro fight, but they're just hiding him away. You know? Is it turkey there, or is he getting prepared to take a dump on the loser? I think he's probably eating as much curry and he's holding it in. Do massive, huge dirt on the head of loser. Oh, Joshua, I hope Duplessis wins because Shemaev fights. Well, only once a year, I guess. He's boring to watch. Duplessis is also based for South Africa, at least. Well, the problem is he has to hold it back because otherwise he'd just be destroyed, wouldn't he? You know, because of politics. Buffer's so annoying when he gets right in the fighter's face. I'd love to see a fighter give him a slap. It would be so funny, man. Oh, really? I mean, can you imagine, right? If fighters would clack like that, they wouldn't be able to do anything because it would be the main event. It would be a big fight. They couldn't stop it. I mean, Dana White would probably go. Dana White's face would go from white to purple in 1 to 2 seconds, because he likes everything to be run his way. But at least a shove, just go away, man, or turn your back on him. Just turn your back on him and just go, shut up. Duplessis all day. Yeah, I might put a $5 on Duplessis, although my bet has been going bad. I don't mean Michael Jackson bad. I put Hrgovic stoppage, even though I predicted 8th or points. So, I should, if I put it, anyway, whatever. Hedging's for cowards. And I put Goodman on points, and I believe he did edge it. But obviously, 7-1, that would have been, But the thing is, there were still good bets. It didn't happen, if that makes sense. By that, I mean, the thinking was right. It's not like Hrgovic got stopped brutally by Adeleye and Goodman got stopped brutally by Nick Ball in 2 rounds. They would have been bad bets. But the fact that they put up good, that was very close. They say the only good bet is a winning bet, and that's correct. But that's if you're being simplistic. Because you can still, if you know you're boxing or you're betting, you'll spot good value. And the value was on Goodman points. Unfortunately, they robbed him. Hrgovic Cut's going to finish his career right. Bruce Buffer is rotten completely. It's so ridiculous. And he dresses terribly. He's about like 80 and he's running around everywhere. And then he got the job with his brother. Isn't he from Tom the Tribe of Tribe? And then he needs some socks. Oh, he's not wearing socks. One of them is sock wearing, non-sock wearing weird. I don't. If you've got I mean, if you've got a really cool pair of loafers and it's the summer and maybe you're wearing shorts or maybe you're not even. You're wearing like some cool pair of slacks. Not, I used to have a pair of Gucci loafers that were blue suede, and I would never wear socks in them because I look bad. I'd swagger around like a guy gets shouted. Yeah, with my blue suede Gucci loafers and a pair of white or pink shorts. I know it sounds a bit fruity, but if you saw it, you would, because I weren't mincing with them. I was swaggering like a bad man. And nothing a girl loves more than confidence, even more than a big car. Andy Lee looks like Joe Parker's daddy. Well, he's trained him, don't he? Who do you prefer, Chubby, Michael Buffer or Jimmy Lennon Jr.? I mean, Michael Buffer should be taken out to the pastures and shot like an old horse that can't do the job. Jimmy Lennon Jr., I don't know. He doesn't impress me. He looks like a blonde, younger version of Fish Eyes. He's okay though, but it's not a difficult job, is it? And in the right, in the red corner, fighting out of Brixton, London, England, weighing at 245 pounds, Dillian, the baby snatcher. Wow, it's not difficult, is it? So Tarver's in the crowd. Any excuses, Roy? That was funny. I never really liked Tarver because he was so ugly. He was so ugly. He did okay in Rocky, whatever it was, 6, but he's just so ugly, and he seemed to lack anything interesting. But that was quite funny. Anything to, whatever. Yeah, I can't remember what the ref said, but he goes, "Any questions?" Yeah. Any excuses tonight, Roy? And he knocked him out, didn't he? And then he was harnessed and not. He's a tribesman, Buffer, yeah. Personally like Bruce Buffer and his energy. Really, bro? We're all allowed to think differently. The Breedy Bulls laughing at Maloney. What did Maloney write? Oh, Andy Lee is honest and nonsense. He's probably got a packet of Werther's Original to give. Hey, hi, hey, what's your name? My name is Ahmed. He goes, have you, would you like a Werther's Original? And they sit on my lap if you want a Werther's Original. Actually, Anthony, what's Anthony Lee's accent like? Well, he's Irish, isn't he? But I think he was mainly brought up in London. He used to box for Repton. Okay, can we get a super check before the main event? Come on, man. Someone give me a super check. Yeah, Michael Maloney. Michael Maloney is always valued. So good to see him. Good to see the Breeding Bulls still here. Macho Gavacho. Yes, you try to find value, make reasonable analysis. You can't win every time. That's correct. Like, if you, like I said again and again, if you win 1 bet out of 3 And most people go, oh, well then, you don't know about betting. You do. No, I'm actually $5,000 up this year. Oh, you can't be. Well, yes, I am, you idiot. It's all to do with maths and the laws of probability, but you wouldn't know that. Why? Because you're an idiot. Oh, God save the king. What? The king? The nonce. No way, Whyte, 6'4", yeah. Most time the tower's over him. I might have drained the lizard before the main fight just so I don't have to worry about it. Jimmy Lennon Jr. reminds you of C3PO. That is a super analysis. He does. That's actually a super lookalike or compare. I don't know, whatever word you want to use. Especially with the super blonde hair. I don't especially like him. He seems to lack charisma. I used to like John McDonald. And in the red corner, fighting out of Liverpool, Paul Raw! Because you forgot his name was Paul Smith. David Greenblatt's not announcing his fight because none of them are from Manchester, England. Yeah. Oh, Shane. Oh, come on, man. It can't always be Shane. I mean, Shane, I appreciate your money, your kindness, your support. Big up to you and Kirst. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm almost embarrassed, man. Some of you, I mean, it's lovely. This is a funds channel. Buffer's hands look like someone found an Egyptian sarcophagus. I'm going to go for one more drain. I don't really need it, but I don't want to pee halfway between the big fight between the baby snatcher and Moses, the wrecking ball. Itauma. It should be Moses, the clergy plan. Itauma. Dillian, not very white. Why? Well, apparently he's got an Irish grandfather. But you wouldn't think of how dark he is, would you? He had oil drilling. An oil drilling Irish grandfather. Like Mike Tyson's grandfather. Like Muhammad Ali, the Nazis' grandfather. The big entrances are coming. The hairs on the back of your head are standing up, aren't they, Barry? This is one of the biggest British fights of the year. I can't wait till my stew. But I've enjoyed tonight's live. There's been generosity from the funds. The fights have been good. Unfortunately, the refs have been terrible. And the judges have been terrible. Well, at least in the Goodman fight. The sparkling southpaw, adjective Adam Smith. Oh, come on, man. What happened to my life? Oh, yeah, there you go. Curled it up. Okay, I'm back. We black. God save the king. King Harold 1066. Don't forget. You've seen that Simpsons episode where the news anchor has a clothes peg on the back of his head, putting his rings back. That's what Buffalo was like. He's had a lot of plastic surgery. I know a guy who was part of a crew that was interviewing him, and they said he insisted that the light was here and that the camera was here or something like that in specific places because they made him look better. Bang, daddy, paddy. The lack of atmosphere is depressing. Yeah, but at least we haven't heard Adam Smith say, he comes in to a cacophony of noise. As I said earlier, he doesn't even understand the word cacophony. Cacophony means a loud, repetitive, unpleasant noise. People cheering and getting hyped is not unpleasant. It actually raises the adrenaline. So Adam Smith doesn't even know what cacophony means. What a bum. Pac-Man has bigger cars than Itauma. Michael Maloney, 100% Paddy, about the lack of outfit. Yeah, I mean, it is a bit. I haven't got the volume on very high, so I can't really hear much. It must be weird for the boxers, though. Anyway, now we need to watch the fight. Itauma looks a little bit. I've never seen his face look hard to. Usually, he's stone-faced, isn't he? He's got that poker face, Itauma. Even in his interview, he's always got a poker face, Itauma. But now look, he's actually, his eyes, it's almost like he's wincing a bit, like he's a little bit stressed by this. Will it make any difference? Final prediction should be Enrico round 4, I think. Yeah, I mean, you have to go for Moses Enrico, because he's doing some weird stretches as well. It's a bit late in the day to be stretching, Moses. And Ben Davison's got that shit-eating grin on his face because I can't believe it's a guy like him. And people go, oh, but he's very nice. And I don't care. I got a retard cousin who's nice, but they ain't no top trainer earning millions. Where's Dillian? Let's bring Andy in. So he's making Itauma wait. I think that's a good tactic for his first big fight. That's a good tactic. A gamesmanship, they used to call it. Listen to this now off TalkSport. What? You're listening to TalkSport instead of the Triple B? Bro, surely you could find a stream, bro. The in-ring music is whack. The dentist's waiting room has more atmosphere than Saudi. Shane owns 51% of this channel, just like Salamander. Would love to see Whyte win, says Bang Daddy Paddy. I mean, I would. I think the chances are 20%, realistically. I like the way Dillian's making him wait, though. That's good gamesmanship. Because he does actually look stressed, Itauma, for the first time ever. I'd really love to see Whyte win. It would make me laugh. The Irishman. You should call himself Dillian, the Irishman Whyte. Dylan, not very white, or something like that. When he was interviewed, they said, well, what's going to happen? He goes, the darker guy will win. He's very dark for a guy that's 25% white. I've never seen such a thing. Yeah, these Arabs in their tea towels don't give a shit about boxing. Yeah, they just wait for the end so they can take a huge, massive dirt on the head of the winner or the loser or both. The atmosphere is complete quiet. If Moses doesn't blast that Whyte in the first 3 rounds, it's Whyte's fight. Not bad. I can't believe Ben Davison 28. He looks 40. Yeah, I've rinsed him live. He's really obsessed with his hair, isn't he? And it's like, it's receding. I think he would probably have a, what's it called, a turkey, a hair transplant, or say. But I said, Ben, and he turned around and went, I love your hair. And he laughed. So at least he's got a sense of humour. Whyte keeps him waiting. I think that's a great tactic from Whyte. I'm actually surprised they let Whyte come in second. I thought they would have made him go in first. Whyte is making Itauma wait. Yeah, it's actually a great tactic. Andy Lee, Woody Allen vibe. Yeah, can you imagine? He married his adopted daughter, and it's way worse than that. Who's the woman he was married to? A blonde woman. And she's recorded him and stuff. He's a nonce, and he admits it basically. Oh, don't like AC/DC because they're satanic, but it's kind of cool. Dean Whyte holding on to Dillian's pocket. I'm listing both. Bro, you should get... Look, all you need to enter is CRACKSTREAMS on Google, and you can find a stream, bro. Or METH streams, okay? The Brixton Body Snatcher, the Brixton Baby Snatcher, the Little St. David's Baby Snatcher. There you go. There you go. Oh, you know. Oh, okay. Tiny. He's nervous. He was at that stadium, yeah. I mean, Dillian can be an intimidating guy. He's always confident, isn't he, Dillian? And Dillian is a street guy, not like Adeleye, who's a fake road man. I mean, Adeleye could still be intimidating. He's a huge buck. He's a huge buck, a giant buck. But Dillian's proper, I hope you saw the video. After he got called the baby star, he goes, where's Triber? Where's that Thomas Triber? And he calls him over, come over here. and Tribe doesn't want to go over. He's probably hiding on the table. Oh, I'm really sorry, Dilly. No, that was a genuine, honest mistake. I wrote it down, but yeah, I mean, it was a genuine. You know, and he was looking at the ground. Oh no, man, my stream's dropped out. Okay, let's see this. We're back in the game to rule and conquer. You sing for hoes and sound like the Cookie Monster. Well, yeah, that's right, man. I'm too scared to do. I'm going to get a virus on me. Nah, they don't operate that way. I mean, there's scare stories about if you go on, look, if you're on the dark web and stuff like that, you got to watch out. But these things, man, they make the money for advertising. They make the money through pop-ups. Like, so they'll do a pop-up with Amazon or Unibet. And what that does is put a cookie, right? That puts a cookie on your computer, which is an affiliate cookie. And what that means, if you go to Unibet and make a bet or Amazon make a purchase, they will get some money. That's how they make their money. Also, I think they're just against the system. Yeah, he's breathing, Whyte. He does not look confident. Ben Davison wants to be a traveller. Yeah. Yeah. Dillian, the Great Whyte. Actually, that's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. Lots of empty seats, no surprise. Whyte has been backed into 5-1. Yeah. I think after the look, he's nervous at times. He keeps on stretching, doing this, looking around. This is really bizarre. This is really bizarre. Like the Great White Shark. Yeah, that would be cool, man. Oh, Mia Farrow, yeah. The wife of, why did she marry a nonce like Woody Allen? I got 7-1. Yeah, I got 7-1 or 8-1, I think. I can't remember. Dean Povietkin, again, baby tang. Jolene looks very tense. I don't think he does. I got Whyte KO bet. Interesting one. I tried putting £100 on Whyte. They wouldn't take the bet online. Really? Very weird. What bookies? Whyte has been shoot. And he got to hospital, so his mum didn't find out he's serious. Oh, Whyte's a bad man. Dillian, definitely. Buffer looked like two check on me. Yeah. He looks like he's been, what is that, like Lenin? They managed to petrify his body or whatever it's called, so that it never rots. 7-1's good bet. Let's hope they got them wrong. Let's get ready to rock. The servers also cost money. They do. I mean, don't get me wrong, and they're serving up so much. It's got to be expensive, but I don't know. I imagine they're based in somewhere like Russia, where it's a lot cheaper, and they make their affiliate money, and they probably like the whole idea of, and maybe they've probably got some money laundering tactics as well. You know, Riyadh will never forget. Yeah, his nickname, the Baby Snatcher, is in no way insensitive to the tragedy that unfolded in Praia de Luz, Algarve, when Maddie McCann was kidnapped. The Algarve will never forget. Yeah, I really hope Dillian wins. I really do. Because he's real. And I don't dislike Moses, and he's a Christian. But look at him. He keeps on stretching. He keeps looking away. The nerves are getting to Itauma. Does it mean that he'll lose a fight? No, but it means something. It means he's not comfortable. Usually he's got that poker face. That movement gave Lomachenko problems. What are you talking about, bro? I'm sure there's a joke I've missed. I think some streamers just do it because they like it. Yeah, it makes you feel like a rebel. Oh, 100%. You know, when you got nerds and they're living in the basement, their mother's basement, like the Triple B, and who are these bums? Okay, right, now we got to get serious, right? So no more talking. No more talking. Itauma's in the corner. Look, he hasn't even come to the center of the ring. He's scared. Oh, look at Dillian's face. He ain't happy cookie. Wow, man, I'm buzzing for this. I hope you guys are buzzing too. I hope the stream holds up. Itauma won't look him in the eye. There were rumors Itauma got dropped in sparring twice, but again, rumors from two Americans, Shannon Briggs, Jared Miller. How do they know? Right, come on, Dillian. Michael Buffer, Whyte from London, England, proud Kentish man. Moses Itauma. I thought he's from Slovakia. Okay, let's go. Round one. I think it'll be a cautious beginning from Itauma. You know, on the back foot, just trying to get his rhythm, to try and, you know, because the nerves have got to him a bit. Oh no, well, he's firing, but I would imagine that he will take his time a bit, because this is his hardest opponent and certainly his biggest fight. His biggest game, as people don't know about boxing. I once had a girlfriend who goes, "Oh, who's playing who tonight?" I said, "Listen, it's boxing. No one's playing nobody. They're fighting." Itauma's jab's looking speedy. Whyte's kind of working on it. Whyte's probably doing the same. He probably wants to get into the game a bit. He doesn't want to. He wants to see what he's got. They want to see what each other's got. I think this is what Whyte's head movement's quite good. Itauma's jab, he's got nice speed. Itauma. But you know, I think Whyte is probably like, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, feint a bit, try not to get hit clean in the early rounds. I'm just gonna get him a bit nervous. But Itauma's landing well. Oof. Oof! Oh, he's hurt Whyte. He's hurt Whyte. Oh, he's going to go down. Unbelievable. Whyte is in desperate trouble. Can he get through? He's got one. No, come on, man. He's all over the place. Oh, down goes Whyte in the rope. Oh, no. It goes to show you, you can't just look at a man's face. Look, oh, he's done, man. In the first round. And it's over. I cannot. What were the odds on the first round? I mean, Itauma's knocked out so many guys in the first round. That was the bet. It's easy to say that in retrospect. Wow. I mean, Itauma looked so nervous, and he didn't look happy at all. And then he destroyed Dillian Whyte. I'm slightly disappointed. I wanted to see Itauma tested, but he wasn't hit once. I don't think Itauma, and he crosses himself. God bless. Wow, that was an incredible performance by Itauma. You cannot diss him for that. Well, I said fixed. No, man, he was destroyed, man. Wow, Don. Yep, that was an anticlimax, a dreadful anticlimax. A dreadful anticlimax. And like I said, Whyte, Itauma's always dangerous in the first round, and you should always bet if the odds are low. I don't know what the odds are. They're about 9-1 in the first round. I didn't put it up. That was an incredible performance. He had his speed, his accuracy, his power. I know I say that a lot, but look, watch. Boom, boom. I mean, that was, and his movement, you know, boom. That was an incredible performance. You know, you can't diss Itauma after that. It doesn't matter what you say about Whyte being shot or anything you want. That was incredible. That was incredible. It's a shame because there's no big fight. At least I get to eat my stew. What a joke. Nah, I mean, he just got caught by a very young, violent puncher. I mean, look at the way Itauma puts everything into every punch. Look at his shoulders. Every shot, the shoulders right in there. Boom, boom. But he doesn't overthrow. I mean, wow. I was rated Itauma, but now it's gone up a level. Some people are upset, but that was, the accuracy was there, the speed was there, the power was there. We don't know about the chin because I don't think Dillian landed a single punch. He's upset at the stoppage. Obviously, naturally he is, but he's upset at the stoppage. Yet his legs are all over the place. You know. I've got to take out my earphone now. It's bleeping at me. I'm sorry, man. Listen, put your prejudices aside. That was an incredible performance. Incredible. Yeah, Louis, impressive. Not going to lie. Absolutely. Itauma KO, Whyte, round one, yeah. Did anyone actually put money on that? He's got so many KOs in the first round. Who's this African guy on the left? Is that his dad? Just in African gear. Where's the mum? She's at home looking after the kids. Yeah. Whyte has never fought southpaw. Yeah, but I wouldn't read much into that. I'm sure he's sparred southpaws and stuff. I mean, is that Buddy McGirt in Whyte's corner? Or am I chipping? I mean, that was brutal, violent, perfect. I'm sorry, man. You know, I'd wanted Dillian to win. Why? Because I'd had a bet on Whyte, and also, you know, I don't like overhyped people. Whyte hardly threw a punch. Well, I think he was, like I said, he was just trying to get into the fight a bit, you know, just trying to make it, and he just got caught. Father Time's part of it, but you still can't help but be impressed because, you know, I don't think Whyte was doing anything badly wrong. You know, he was taking his time. He was, you know, but Itauma was so fast, so accurate, so violent. Told you he lost weight too quick. Well, a lot of people said that can affect your chin. Losing a lot of weight quickly can mess up your chin. But listen, man, I don't think it's that. I just think Itauma was too good, too fast, too strong, too accurate, too violent, too young. Turkey's going to push for Itauma Usyk. I mean, on that performance, it's not even a bad fight. Itauma's got dynamite in his fists, and he's fast, and his timing's so good, and his footwork is good. You know, he's like a heavyweight version of Jai or Pataya, but I think he punches harder. Wow, I mean, it's very disappointing because when you see a big fight, you want to see a bit more back and forth. But I'm sorry, man, I can't justify a bad word being said about Itauma's performance. That's right. Ferguson's on the button. The speed, the accuracy, the power. It was all there. All we need to know is whether the chin's there. What's next for Itauma? Daniel Duban would be not a bad fight. I don't think it'll happen. But Duban's a decent name. And I think he's been exposed to his level. I think Itauma will knock out most people. Usyk would be Usyk. Obviously, is Usyk. He's 38, and Itauma's a big heavyweight, and he's so quick and so powerful, and his footwork. That's what impressed me a lot. The footwork and the timing. Why dipping so low? He's getting hit on the back of the head. It looks like, well, it may be, but that's his fault. I need an intervention on my betting account. I lost all my bets, but they were random bets. The only one I'm disappointed about is the Hrgovic bet. I was hoping that he would stop Adeleye, and that was and also actually the Sam Goodman bet on points I'm disappointed with because I think he edged that. But the Dillian Whyte bet ended up being a terrible bet, absolutely terrible bet. So I admit that, but like I said, it's not you win some, you lose some. It's are you in profit for the year? I'm still in profit for the year by about 800 quid, and I don't bet a lot because I ain't got a lot of money. But you know, I can't hear his interview because I've run out of batteries for my headphone. Yeah, Owen Foster. Yeah, it's good to have on. I applaud Itauma. It shot me. It shot me too, man. Surely Whyte deserved a count. Yeah, I mean, I can see both sides of the argument. It's the first round, but his legs were all over the shop. He's complained about the ref, and he's complaining to the ref his legs are gone. He would have been absolutely flatlined had it gone on. Because look, listen, man, if Itauma can land with that accuracy and that power against, in the first round, against a Whyte who's not been hurt, then what's he going to do against a Whyte on wobbly legs? To be honest, I don't mean to sound sadistic or cruel, but I almost think at the top level, right? At the top level, they should allow fights to go on like the old days until someone's brutalized. Would you have stopped it then? Whyte looked to shut up. I mean, I think it's a fair stoppage, But I can also understand people being disappointed. Temple shots, especially in the first round, will really hurt you. Especially in the heavyweights, you notice, right? The first round, heavyweights can be very vulnerable because they're huge, big punching guys. Like Galotta getting absolutely destroyed by Lennox Lewis. He is the real deal. Yes, Richard, I agree. Yeah, Buddy is Whyte's trainer. Yeah, he'd be a bit disappointed. Breedy Bull, I had first round bet at 9-1. He was his, bro. He was going to pass that on to me. I mean, I should know better. I know boxing anyway. I mean, with the Tama's record, his fish eyes with the big dent in his forehead and the fish eyes. He must be very happy. You seriously think Whyte gave his best? Yeah, yes, he did, mate. It was only like, what was it? Less than, what was it? A couple of minutes? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I fancied Whyte, fair play to Moz. I fancied him to have a better chance, but and it was weird how nervous Itauma looked, but it didn't make any difference. I even said that before. I said, he looks really nervous, but will it make a difference? We don't know. Some people it makes no difference. It overwhelmed him. Oh, completely. This is not legit. Whyte was seriously dead a few years ago. I'm sorry, Warner. That was a legitimate KO, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know if you bet on Whyte, but, you know, he's 37. Whyte cashed out. I generally think Whyte thought he was going to win. He obviously trained very hard. But he couldn't take the power or the speed or the accuracy or the southpaw stance. Whyte went up to everyone saying he was going to lose like they were wrong. He just got blasted out in one right. If Itauma can do that, surely he should destroy Usyk. After that performance, and it's not impossible. Destroy it, I don't know. The problem is, Usyk's a very clever fighter with a good chin and good heart, but this is a bona fide heavyweight with extremely quick hands and extreme violence in those quick hands. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. All the Mike Tyson comparisons now, they make sense. You know, Mike Tyson was rolling through everyone in the first round, but they were whack people. Dempsey, McKean was fairly whack. And I remember saying to my man, he's going to do him in the first round. And I didn't do it fast enough, couldn't get around. Dempsey McKean was still borderline world class and went 12 rounds with the Geiger Chad. And then Itauma done him in a round. He'd done Whyte in a round. Come on, man. Leather Rebel. Hello, bro. The rumor is the next opponent of Itauma will be Hrgovic, since he's also won tonight. Who wins that? I mean, on this performance, Geiger Chad has an amazing chin, but, you know, if you're getting clocked full power on the end of the chin and on the temple with speed and violence, Peter Richards, I said 3 rounds either way, and it is Mega. Well done, bro. I hope you bet on it. I remember you said that. You said that in the comments. That's right. Peter Richards said it'll be over within 3 rounds. Whyte went up to everyone. Oh, yeah, I've already read that one. Polish Sausage. Hello, Polish Sausage. I do like your name. I wish Itauma would mop the floor with Usyk. I'm just interested in why. I mean, to be honest, if I was Usyk, that's not a fight I'd take. Not at 38. No way. Not at 38 and being a former middleweight and a current draft dodger. Very impressive for a 20-year-old, still a baby. Yeah, I still don't believe his age, but I don't believe he's actually 35. He just looks it. Maybe he's just one of those outliers, just a total freak. A total freak. I need to do a video on this to get some more money by getting a video soon after the event. But that was super impressive. Super impressive. Usyk fight is happening, is it? I didn't listen to the interview afterwards. What did they say? Glad I didn't pay for that. You're always glad for not paying. This was a super stream. Later, I agree with the talent observation, B, but the sad thing is you never got touched. He needs a step up in difficulty. True, but like, who? Hrgovic is a good one. Daniel Dubum is a good one. You know? I just need to see Itauma get hit, but, you know. My casual mate just texted me that Itauma's fighter who's sitting there. I mean, it's not as stupid as you'd think, though. Itauma sounds thick. Yeah, well, you know, it doesn't surprise me, does it? I want Whyte to win, but just lost some. But maybe Moses are next. If he beats Usyk, he'll be the superstar. I mean, I don't think Usyk shouldn't fight him, in my opinion. I had a nightmare last week. Whyte pulled out. The week that Whyte pulled out, and I was drafted as a last-minute replacement. I asked Itauma not to give me life-altering injuries. It was very vivid. And that was your dream. Oh man, that's not. My boy Galotta got whacked by Lennox. Yeah, I really like Galotta, but he had mental problems, didn't he? Do you think I'll push Fury in front of him to crown the clergy cleared? No. I don't think so. I can't stop staring at the dented fish eyes head. It's having no personality. Yeah, but I actually quite like the way he doesn't sit around boasting, talking this. You need characters, don't get me wrong. But you also need those guys that are just good, you know. I don't have a problem. With Itauma being, you know, I actually quite like the way he's very calm. I think it's different rather than just bragging and road manning. Did referee UK Chad after Ben McLean? Somebody said, who should fight next? Geiger Chad. I mean, yeah, someone like that. Geiger Chad or Daniel Dubam, as I said. Right. Oh, Ronan Brennan says Jalolov. Jalolov just I don't know. All the fights that are lined up for him, they keep on getting called off. Sometimes it's the opponent's fault with an injury, allegedly. If someone's going to test your chin, it's going to be someone like Zhang. Yeah, Zhang's too old now. Put him in with Zhang. That would be great. But, you know. Whyte just stood there and let it happen to work with no resistance or anything. You think Usyk will do that? I highly doubt. No, of course he won't. Usyk is a far superior fighter to Whyte. But I think Whyte was just trying to just slowly get into the fight. Bakoli next for Moses. I think that will be, you know, Bakoli will get whacked out like Joseph Parker whacked him out. Well done to Itauma. You just have to, but just have him work up the ranks like everyone else. I mean, the thing is with heavyweights, there's never that many good heavyweights, so you can work the way up really fast. And now anyone who's going to fight Itauma will have to be paid very well. Joseph Parker Itauma is a very interesting fight. Hrgovic, Dubam, or Joseph Parker. I know Parker wants the Usyk fight, but what about that? If the money's right, come back Audley Harrison, the greatest British heavyweight. I didn't hate on Audley, you know. I thought he was quite likable, but he just wasn't a pro. He got ironed out. I didn't watch the fight, but he got ironed out by a Russian guy who was fighting in London in one round in the ABAs. So it was new. His chin was dodgy, and when I say ironed out, flat. Caballero vs Itauma. Nah, I would not take that fight if I was Itauma. That's Itauma's. Sorry, Caballero to me is the number 2 heavyweight in the world. Yeah. No, it's David Price. Let me tell you about Audley Harrison. He's the biggest bum inside of boxing. You know that midget Frank Maloney, right? And that David Price. You can call me out, call me what you want, right? You big stiff idiot. One of the best interviews. It's a shame we never saw Whyte. I'm sorry, Price. He's Fury, but pathetic from Whyte to Simon Hill. He looked older than him. I know you can tell after a round. I just think you got hit with brutally violent shots. I don't think people should take too much away from Itauma. Look at him. I'm just watching the replay. Look. Yeah, you can say he was old. Yeah, we all knew that, but he was still dangerous. Before the fight, plenty of people were saying he's dangerous and backing him. Audley, the BBC will assassinate him. Yeah, he lost his mind, didn't he? He did. I tell you what, Audley did well though. He got funding for the British amateur boxing. Yeah, he got funding for that because winning that gold made a big deal, and it was a big story. He also was one of the first guys to. I think he managed and promoted himself. Did he? He got a good deal and he would have made a lot of money. So you know, I give him some credit, Audley. I don't think people should be total haters. But yeah, he was never going to make it as a heavyweight, and I knew that. Calling Usyk is too far-fetched. I agree, Parker's a good call. Let's not forget Fabio Wardley. Oh, that's a great call, Chuck. Fabio Wardley is Moses Itauma. Damn, man. That is probably the perfect fight. That is probably the perfect fight next for Moses Itauma. Imagine that, man. Two brutal punchers. And I have to say, Wally would be the underdog. Wally would be the underdog. Whyte looked confused in his walkout. I don't think so. I thought Itauma didn't look happy. I said it. Audley seen Kelly Maloney's Corey on Celebrity Big Brother. I don't watch that nonsense. Audley was cool. Audley was a decent guy, actually. He did get a slightly big head. He started bragging. I can win the British title in 5 fights and blah, blah, blah. And I'm this and I'm that. But, you know, Audley, apparently he was being diagnosed with some kind of brain damage. And I saw a few interviews. He was a bit nuts. I mean, but I always liked Audley. I thought he was a decent guy. He was likable. Yeah, he got a bit full of himself, but you know, I think he's another guy that started boxing really late, like 21 or 20, and I don't want to sound like Steve Bunce and 5 borers in Ugandan batty holes, but he did make a big change to British boxing. Audley Harrison, he made them take amateur boxing. He got funding for amateur boxing in the national team. And you saw the performances of the England, basically the England national team, right, go up after Audley Harrison because of the funding. And he also was one of the first guys, like I said, I can't remember, either to manage himself or to promote himself, or whatever, or he'd co-promote. And so, you know, which opened the doors. Because I think the people that should get the money are the fighters. They're risking their health, their life. Look at the state of Ben Davidson's hair, man. He can't really be 28, can he? I mean, he doesn't look that old. I don't, yeah. I mean, he looks 35. Yeah, Owen Foster. Wooden Itauma is the best fight to make now. Itauma can have his chin tested against a fighter who's tough, hard-hitting, despite his limitations. Or he may not get his chin tested because he might just bang him out. But it's potentially, yes. That was probably, I'd be willing to pay-per-view that. I would be willing to pay-per-view Itauma vs Fabio Wardley. The girls fighting BKFC, thoughts? A lot of fighters, old fighters, boxers, is very different BKFC from boxing. You know, Frankie Gavin got KO'd in a round. Jamie Cox as well, I think 1 or 2 rounds. Did Audley settle down with Frank Maloney? It's Kelly, I'll have you know. Do you notice in the boxing news, there's a big article about, I can't remember what. Where is it? I had it here, boxing news. Here you go. Here's the man of the moment, Itauma. And Steve the viral, 5 virals Bunt, was going on about some trainer who passed away, Tommy Brooks. And all he could talk about was Kelly Maloney. And he kept on saying, she this, she that. What? What? So he's pushing that ridiculousness. I wish Audley would have smashed that prick dancer, the guy who was constantly winding him up when he did CBB. I never saw it, bro. I don't watch that. I mean, that American football at least threw shots at him when he was 41, so Whyte didn't land 1 punch. I think that's terrible. Harrison got $1 million sign-on fee. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's good business. Look, the fighters are taking the risk. If someone's willing to pay, they'll pay. Yeah, look, I mean, you know, I could understand the lesser-known fighters going, I'm fighting for 500 quid. And I'm probably better than Harrison, or, you know. I mean, Harrison wasn't bad, especially as an amateur, but he had no chin. Woody vs Itauma is a great shout. Perfect. Yeah, agreed. I'd love to see that. Simon Hill, Itauma, Woody won't happen. I think they're both with box-size Ben. You're probably right. But if we forget about that, that would be the most exciting fight in British boxing, world boxing, heavyweight boxing. Steve Bunce received honorary Ugandan scissors. Yeah, because he helped the community so much. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go eat my stew. It's 11 o'clock. I could talk forever, to be honest with you. You know, there's still time to give a super shekel or buy me a bit. But who's this guy? Oh, this is Warren's son, isn't it? George. Is it George or Francis Warren? I'm talking to Dev Sani. He hasn't aged well either, has he? But does he have a dent in his forehead? Look on the left side of his head. He's also got a dent in his forehead. Look. or maybe it's just a lie. But anyway, it's unsatisfying to me. I lost all my bets, and I think Goodman got robbed. And it's a shame that Hrgovic couldn't stop Adeleye. But I'm still thoroughly impressed by Itauma. I think people should get off his back. It's not a fix. Itauma's the real deal. Can he take a shot? Well, we'll find out. But the way he fights, you assume he does, because he's always aggressive. Steve the Burrows. Good suture. We thank you, Lou, anyway. I appreciate it. I should make a video on this because it's such a big event. I'll go and make a video on it. Steve the Burrow. It's not the Burrow, it's 5 Burrows. But here's Fish Eyes, the dent in his forehead. Or his 5 head. He's so creepy looking. Look at him, Fish Eyes. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. And there'll be people going over the top. We saw greatness tonight, but I'm sorry, I haven't been. I don't want to jump on the boring Mike Tyson comparison, but I haven't been this impressed with the young heavyweight since the days of Tyson. In fact, I'm more impressed by Itauma. I'm more impressed because Tyson was knocking out bums. Itauma has at least taken out 2 vaguely world-class fighters in a round each. Thanks for the stream. Sorry I didn't ask many questions. Oh, don't worry, man. It's great to see everybody. Box, not sure what to do now. Strictly come dancing outside. I don't know what to do now. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my stew, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna eat my stew. I'm gonna enjoy it. I should do a video. I'll see what I've got in me. Yeah, I've got to be able to do a video on Itauma. So I'm going to do a video on Itauma and then eat my stew. Peace, guys. Like I said, it shouldn't have been a pay-per-view. And I'm glad, obviously, I wouldn't pay, but I would certainly pay for Fabio Wardley vs. Moses Itauma if it happens. Would he be a prime John Fury? I haven't been this impressed since Lauren Price. What do you mean, the greatest Welsh athlete ever who's better than Joe Calzaghe? Nor have I. Who wouldn't be? All right, guys, take care. Peace in the Middle East. I'll make a video now. Take care, guys. All right. Thank you for all the. Oh no, sorry, I had to do this. This is part of this. I have to thank everyone. Double RH 199. Thank you. Shane Morgan 666. Thank you. Martin Norris 5 quid. Thank you. Shane Morgan's another 330. Thank you. Double RH 25 another 199. Thank you. Shane Morgan's 444. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Great. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed the stew. Believe I will. I enjoyed like Huey Fury, and I'm gonna take a huge dump in the woods. There's no woods near where I live, but believe me, if there were, I'd be taking a dump in them. Peace in the Middle East. Pop.